knows your name. At First Natural State Bank, we're more than just your bank. We're your neighbors. With fast, friendly personal service, we make banking feel like coming home. That's customer service the natural way. We're excited to announce that a new full-service branch is coming soon to Dumas on the corner of Carlton and Meter. Find us online at fnsbank.com or connect with us on Facebook at FNS Bank. First Natural State Bank, where other banks only see your money, we see you. Member FDIC.
Rattery Pawn and Surplus in Star City is your place to buy, sell, or trade. Need cash fast? Pawn it at Rattery. Looking for hunting gear? Rattery has the area's largest selection of new and used firearms, a full line of ammo, box deer stands, and all the accessories, scopes, slings, and cases. And with Rattery's layaway program, you don't have to wait. Stop in and see Joey and his team at Rattery Pawn and Surplus in Star City. Locally owned, ready for your next hunt, and here when you need cash.
It's a good commercial. All right, welcome Dumas Bobcat fans. 2025 Dumas Bobcat football. It is here. It's time, Coach.
Finally here, and it's a beautiful day here on the Delta Plains.
Man, what a, and we always expect a hot opening game or two, but it's not as bad as it has been in the past.
It's warm, but it's not like, last year and the year before. I think we touched triple digits the game day, and this is almost like, fall weather right here.
Absolutely, man. It is time for Dumas Bobcat football. Man, I've been waiting on this for a while, and I'm glad we're here. Hello, I'm Rick Helton, by the way, voice of the Bobcats, with Coach John McGraw. And Coach Larry Harris will be joining us in a little bit. He had a couple errands to run here, doing some double duty here at the school. But now we may swat a B or two.
Or three.
So I came up here there's one B down. You missed him, Coach. You're going to get me stumped.
I got it. See, there's a good.
So I came up here for the little jamboree or whatever a couple of weeks ago, and I wanted to come in the press box. And so we opened the door, and there were honeybees everywhere. But
they're producing some honey.
They've worked hard, and they've got them knocked out. And so we're good to go, but you never know what to expect. Man, it's a great day to be a Bobcat, and we're so happy to bring you live Dumas Bobcat football again this year. Got a great bunch of sponsors, a lot of good help, and we're excited about this football season. The Dumas Bobcats tonight are at home hosting the Star City Bulldogs in this game, the Battle of the Bayou or Bow, ever how you want to say it. I'm a Bayou guy.
It's Bayou down here.
So I'm a Bayou guy, but it is Battle of the Bayou, and we're going to have some pretty interesting information, some nice stats at the halftime show. Blake Morgan has kind of been running down that rabbit hole, and this is the 80th consecutive Bobcat Star City Bulldog football game. Now, we've been playing football against each other since back like in 17 or something crazy like that, 1927. However, consecutively 80 years. But Blake's going to come up during the halftime show, and he came up with all this stuff, and I told him, I said, well, come up and visit with us, and you can just present this stuff on the air, because it's just really interesting stuff. And this is a big rivalry. It's these two schools are pretty close together, and it's been going on a long time. I didn't realize it had been 80 straight years. But the Star City Bulldogs are on campus at Dumas High School tonight for this football game, and we're ready to get it underway. This is a non-conference game now. It's been back and forth through the years.
With our non-conference schedule, you think we're still in conference because we've got Star City, Hamburg, Monticello.
Yeah, and we just played Helena. Yeah, so that's right.
but it is non-conference. You know, you want to win these games, but it's not going to be life-threatening if you don't. But it sure would be nice to beat Coach Garrett and those Bulldogs.
Well, there's so much history, and you know, Coach Garrett coached here in Dumas. He's the new head coach at Star City. Congratulations, by the way, to him and the Star City Bulldogs for having him take the helm there. And but you know, he comes back home. His wife's family's here in Dumas, so you know, there's a lot of, and it's the same way when we play McGee. There's a lot of friendly back and forth, you know, and so there's going to be a lot of that tonight. But that's okay. That's the way it should be, especially with a big rivalry like we're going to have tonight in this football game. But the Bobcats are. You know, they're here. We've watched them practice. I think they're ready for this game. And this game, you know, the first game of the season, you're going to have a few jitters and some growing pains and stuff like that. But they'll get that worked out.
You just hope not to turn the ball over and give the other team a short field.
And speaking of that, we're going to shortly have the keys to this football game. Coach Harris comes up with these, interviews the coach every week. And he's going to join us here shortly. But you're listening to the Merchants and Farmers Bank of Dumas pregame show live tonight from Tidwell Field on the campus of Dumas High School. Dumas Bobcats versus the Star City Bulldogs, a big rivalry here, a big, long-running, consecutive rivalry. And we're glad to be a part of that tonight. And we've got a lot of stuff going on tonight. We'll try to, as well, update you with some scores from around the area, maybe even our conference if we can get some. It's early in the season. So officially, this is the second game of the season. We had a bye. Is that official?
That
or
was 0 week. We had a bye the 0 week.
Right.
And this was the official week 1 where everybody used to start their season.
Right.
And so game 1 for us and Star City.
So I had a whole bunch of people last week sending me text about 20 till 7. Dude, man, I can't find the game. And I'm out, you know, tooling around somewhere, and I'm thinking, uh-oh, let me call Luke at the station. I may be in trouble. Yeah. But we were definitely off last week. So if you missed our game, so did we. So there you go. You're listening to the Merchants and Farmers Bank of Dumas pregame show live tonight from Dumas High School. Bobcats versus the Bulldogs. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, listen to from some of our great sponsors, and we'll be back with more of our pregame show in just a minute.
Call ASC Property Management Incorporated and Southland Management Corporation for your real estate and rental property needs. They have 1, 2, and 3-bedroom apartments as well as houses for rent in Dumas, Grady, Gould, Star City, and the surrounding area. Phone 870-382-6762 or come see them at 710 Meadow Drive behind Mad Butcher in Dumas. ASC Property Management and Southland Management, members of the Realtors Association, proud members of the Dumas community, and strong supporters of Bobcat Sports, equal housing provider.
Money is never an easy topic to talk about, but it is a must when you have kids. I'm State Treasurer John Thurston, and my office is here to make saving money for college or vocational school quick and effortless. Sign up for automatic payroll deductions into the Arkansas Brighter Future 529 account and help change the course of your child's life.
To learn more about the Arkansas 529 plan, its investments, objectives, risks, and costs, read the official statement at brighterfuturedirect529.com. Paid for by the Arkansas Section 529 Plan Review Committee.
Every project starts with good intentions and sometimes ends with a little frustration. At Barry's Hardware in Dumas, we turn that frustration into confidence. From the right materials to the right advice, we'll help you tackle any project at home. Because at Barry's, you're not just buying supplies, you're gaining a partner who knows how to get it done. Barry's True Value, Highway 65 in Dumas, where we make frustrated homeowners champions of their projects.
It's time for a road trip to Hot Springs National Park, Arkansas, home to the legendary thermal waters giving Hot Springs its name. This unique mountain town features historic bathhouses, hiking trails, biking trails, a 4-story treehouse, roller coasters, a casino, horse races, bathtub races, an interactive science museum, fishing, boating, parades, a bustling downtown, and a peaceful vista overlooking it all. Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's time for a road trip. For more info, visit hotsprings.org.
Taylor's Steakhouse in Dumas is fine dining at its best. The menu features mouth-watering aged steaks, as well as fish, shrimp, pasta, and more. Located at 14201 Highway 54 in Dumas, Taylor's Steakhouse is worth the drive from anywhere. Open Thursday through Saturday from 5:30 until 9 p.m. You can call them for reservations at 870-382-5349 or visit taylorsteakhouse-dumas.com for more information. Owners Chuck and Pam Taylor invite you to Taylor's Steakhouse in Dumas.
Ready for a music tour through the Arkansas Delta? Let's see. Johnny Cash Boyhood Home? Check. A live broadcast of the country's longest-running blues radio program? We've got it. A visit to the restored childhood home of Levon Helm? On the list. Find these spots and more as you travel through the Arkansas Delta Music Trail. Sounds from the soil and soul. Go to deltabyways.com to see all the driving tours through the Arkansas Delta Byways region.
Welcome back to the Murchison Farmers Bank pregame show as the Dumas Bobcats are preparing to take on the Star City Bulldogs in this big-time rivalry football game here at Tidwell Field. We want to welcome Coach Harris to the press box. And along with Coach McGraw, I start to call you Dr. McGraw. That's kind of got a ring to it, though. Well, the doctor of lawn care and football. I like it.
As you can tell, I have really put a lot of effort into this football field. We practice on this field every day.
You know, when you practice on it every day and then the heat and the little drought.
And then your water system breaks down on you.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, I have put a lot of love and tender care out there on that field this year.
Well, it looks good, been appreciated, and we're glad. Man, we can see the numbers and everything looks great. So I see one break we get every year, the first game. It's about 100 degrees in here, and the sun is just killing us. Well, the sun's behind the clouds. It's comfortable. You killed the bee a while ago, so I think we're good to go, man.
Good to go.
So keys to victory tonight, Coach, and you came up with some pretty interesting keys to this football game for the Bobcats. And so go ahead and let's tell the folks, because no one's been able to see the Bobcats play this year yet. Right. So they really don't know what to expect and what they think we got to build on.
Right. But I don't want to take all the credit, for keys to victories. I always meet with Coach Lovelady. He gives me a stellar game plan, and I'm going to be honest, I just always follow what he put in. But tonight, the keys to victory will start with on the offensive side of the ball. First thing you want to do is dominate the line of scrimmage. And when I say dominate, it comes in a good fashion because we're more experienced in the running back position because we got Rashard Moore, returning running back, leading rusher, coming back. And then we've got a dynamic sophomore and Kent Brown, who holds several D1 offers. So I would have to say the strength to us right now is going to be the running game. And so you want to dominate the line of scrimmage. You want to make sure that everybody holds their blocks, keep their blocks, so that we can, keep staying ahead of the chains, as you say all the time, Mr. Rick. Next thing we want to do is take care of the football. That's very, very important. And anything you do, you got the running back coach, former running back coach, I think McGraw, all the points of the football holding it. We got to take care of the football. If you don't take care of the football, then there's nothing else. There's no play for turnovers.
That's right.
This group kind of reminds me of that first group I had when I came to Dumas. With Skip in that group.
Right, and Fuller.
Fuller, very strong at the running back position.
Right.
Coach Lovelady's group right now is probably as strong as it's been since then.
Right. We're, like I said, I'm looking for, as we say, dominate, I'm looking for anybody to play us, man. I'm looking for 8 in the box to say that we're going to stop the run game, and that's what I would do. Yeah, if I'm coming to play Dumas and you're a team trying to get on the radar and they've got this running back with all these D1 offers, guess what I want to say as a coordinator? We're going to – if there's somebody here to watch him, we're going to stop him.
Yep,
so
that's right.
I would expect – this is just me. I'm not a football guy. You guys way more football than me. But if I had to say what I would say, I would think the teams are going to start off this year putting 8 in the box, trying to stop the run and try to say we're going to make that sophomore quarterback, Cal Young, throw the football.
Now, and that's what that brings to a good point. So that gives him opportunities because they're going to be watching that running back. So now you're going to have some one-on-one coverage. Does he have the arm and the arm strength, or have we gotten that far in the season yet to even know the answer?
I think what Kyle needs is some experience.
Yeah. Yep.
And having those solid running backs around him is going to help develop Kyle as a quarterback.
Right.
So,
yeah, he has the arm. From talking to Lovelady earlier this week, he said that, he has a lot of potential. He just needs experience. Said he can make all the throws. But, like I said, we know that there's different levels from junior high to senior high.
That's right.
So he hasn't played in a real senior high game, and I know he's capable of throwing the ball, but, this will be a different atmosphere for him tonight, man. You get behind that center and you throwing that football, man. Not a lot of people know it's a whole different ball game back there.
And that's exactly why we have these games pre-conference, because you get all your fine-tuning done. You figure out, hey, that didn't work, and we got to change it, and you got a couple of weeks before you get into conference play. So this is an important game for more than one reason other than just the rivalry and you want to win your game. But this is a game tonight where you get tested by someone that's not wearing a purple or white jersey in practice. You got someone that you've not lined up against this year. So this is going to be important. And I think it's going to be a good football game.
Most definitely.
It always is. Star City is always plays us hard. We play them
blue
hard.
Collar.
Absolutely.
Blue collar, hard nose.
And,
hey, going cloud of dust, I think.
And we'll get into that at the halftime show. But a good friend of mine, I graduated high school way back in 1980. 80.
Don't tell him too much, Mr. Rick.
Yeah.
Don't tell him too much. No, I'm just
but,
that's a good thing.
But he was the quarterback in our senior year, the 79 Bobcats. And we had been down to Star City for a few years in a row. They had been taking care of business. But that year, our senior year, the Bobcats turned it around, got a win against Star City at Star City. So, but we got all kinds of that information during the halftime, so I'm looking forward to that. Blake's coming up, and he's got all kinds of stuff about this rivalry. And we were talking about it. I don't know if he was up here, but this is the 80th consecutive year of this rivalry.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
80 years in a row now. We've been playing a whole lot longer than that, but 80 years in a row. So that's some interesting stuff. We'll get into all that during the halftime show. But we see Star City, they're trickling in. They're going to bring a big crowd. They're going to follow their team.
Yeah, they bring it.
One of our shortest road trips, other than the McGee game, it's the shortest road trip of the year. So I expect a whole bunch of blue and white over there.
We don't know how good we really have it with these. Even though going over to Drew Central, Monticello's not that bad, but then you got these short road trips, and that is pretty nice. And we got a good thing going on down here in the Delta. The good thing I hope we have going on tonight is a good, solid football game by the Dumas Bobcats and get our season kicked off right with a big win here at home. And I think we got the personnel to do it. No, we have the coaches, so we just got to get the game plan together and see what happens on the football field. And we are going to do that here in about 10 minutes. So we're just about ready for the 2025 kickoff. Kind of waiting on the crew next door to get the national anthem announced before we take a break, because I don't want to break and come right back. So we will.
Well, I'll tell you what. I went down to the junior high game last night, Star City and Dumas, and you talking about a whole lot of flags. Man, if I had to guess, I may be a little off. Man, we might be talking about 20 to 30. One more.
Man, we've seen it. We've seen it in these.
We have seen that.
Man, it was so many flags that it was bad.
And that's one thing that we've talked about year after year, and that's been one of my biggest pet peeves is penalties, because penalties are disastrous in the fact that they never happen. I mean, there's no good time to have a penalty, except maybe a pass interference in the end zone. But other than that. And it just, you can have a good drive going. You can have momentum, and momentum's huge in high school football. And those penalties seem to just yank the rug out from under you, and it just kind of slows the game down, and you have to get your momentum back up. So we really need to play mistake-free football tonight, and it's hard to do, but that's something that the Bobcats are going to have to do. Conditioning, it's going to be warm tonight, but they've been playing and practicing in some really, really hot weather.
They practice basically at the hottest part of the day. And I've been around taking care of some other things around here and watching them practice, and they're pretty sharp while they're practicing. So I think they're probably in pretty good shape for the game.
And that is something that is, it's important in these early games. You got to have that conditioning and see who is a little bit tougher and can stand the heat, literally. So we're going to find all that out as well. Big game tonight. We're excited about it. I think I see old Dwight Lambert. He's up in the press box, and we're going to have one. So what we're going to do this year, we got 4 home games, I believe. Is that correct? And so tonight we're going to have the special visitor with this rivalry here. And then each home game, we're going to try to come up with something for about 7-8 minutes of our halftime show that's entertaining, maybe some history. So if you guys come up with something big you think would be awesome, maybe a visitor that comes up, an old coach from the past, whatever. But I know one time this year I'm going to have to get old Dwight up here and let him say his piece for a few minutes because he got me started in the business and right here in this stadium. So but I see him at the game. That's good to see him. You know, a lot of folks come and support the Cats because they got kids in the band, cheerleaders and football players. But I see a lot of folks that come to these games to come watch their team, their home team play football. And that's a big thing. So if you can get out every Friday night, especially these home games, and just come on out and watch them live. We'll sacrifice a listener for you to come out and fill these stands for these football players. And because it's a big deal. Those kids feed on it.
You graduated in 80, so you probably played some junior high action at the old field
downtown.
Field,
that's right.
I just got to thinking about it the other day. I was at DeWitt. We played a 7th grade game over at what's now the middle school. And then my first game in the 8th grade was on this field.
Is that right? Yep. I remember this field when it was built. I was in this high school. We were in the school before the field was open.
Right.
So it had a lot of history here, and I've been around a long time, and a lot of my classmates will watch the games, and they like to tune in, watch their old alma mater play football, and I'm waving at my little grandson. So my little grandson goes to a school
south of here.
Yeah. But he's wearing a Bobcat jersey tonight. I was really nervous about that when he showed up. But he is in the proper purple jersey tonight. So I tell you what we'll do. We'll take another break. We'll break for 3 minutes, and we'll be back to wrap up the Merchants and Farmers Bank pregame show. Y'all stick around. We'll be right back.
As a community bank, Merchants and Farmers is closely tied to the businesses, organizations, and most importantly, to the people in the communities it serves. We have been since 1909. We offer the big bank products, but are small bank friendly. We're dedicated to providing great customer service, all the while getting to know our customers. Hence our motto, building relationships one customer at a time. We'd like to invite you to be next. Stop in today to see why your experience here matters. Merchants and Farmers Bank of Dumas. Member FDIC.
Craving pizza? Big Benjo Pizza in Dumas has just what you're looking for. Open 7 days a week for dine-in, takeout, and drive-through. Big Benjo Pizza also has a low-carb keto cauliflower crust in addition to your classic homemade pizza. They also have barbecue, supreme, taco, and chicken bacon ranch specialty pizzas along with hot wings, spaghetti, and salad. Hometown service and a Dumas staple. Big Benjo Pizza. Call 382-2880 to place your order. Big Benjo Pizza, 720 Highway 65 in Dumas.
College dreams come true at the University of Central Arkansas, especially now with the UCA commitment. This new program provides a debt-free pathway for tuition and fees for Arkansas students whose families earn $100,000 or less a year. And that impacts everything. It's fewer barriers and endless opportunities. Welcome to Bear Country. Learn more about the UCA commitment at uca.edu.
As a community bank, Merchants and Farmers is closely tied to the businesses, organizations, and most importantly, to the people in the communities it serves. We have been since 1909. We offer the big bank products, but are small bank friendly. We're dedicated to providing great customer service, all the while getting to know our customers. Hence our motto, building relationships one customer at a time. We'd like to invite you to be next. Stop in today to see why your experience here matters. Merchants and Farmers Bank of Dumas. Member FDIC.
The love of football defines fall weekends, and in many homes, our families. But it's a demanding sport that can cause injury. That's why UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is on sidelines and in locker rooms for high schools and colleges across the state, ready to care for athletes with clinics in Central and Northwest Arkansas. UAMS Health, official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics and future Razorbacks all over Arkansas. Learn more at uams.health/team.
Bob's Tire Service Station in Dumas is celebrating over 50 years of full service at the same location for their customers the old-fashioned way. And they're ready to service all of your tire needs. Bob's Tire Service Station carries a variety of tires, including all the major brands, from the smallest of lawnmower tire to the largest of tractor and combine tires. Call Bob's Tire Service Station at 870-382-BOBS or 870-382-4868. Bob's Tire and Full Service Station at 205 South Main Street in Dumas.
Quarterback, guard, running back. Every position has a role in building success. If you want a position where you can build success in your own career, Lexicon is hiring welders, maintenance technicians, millwrights, project managers, and more. Learn while you earn with free on-the-job training through Lexicon University. Competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, an on-site health clinic, annual bonus program, and more. Check out lexicon-inc.com/football and join us as we build America one project at a time.
Delta Memorial Hospital is for more than just inpatient care. When you're no longer sick but not quite ready to go home and still need some nursing and rehab care, Delta Memorial Hospital's swing bed program may be right for you. Our program will provide services to help you regain your strength and get back on your feet. If you need continued care at home, Delta Memorial can provide home health services that can be tailored to fit your needs. We make it possible to continue to heal in your own home or in a personalized rehab program. Delta Memorial, caring for you close to home.
Welcome back, folks. That will bring us to the end of the Merchants and Farmers Bank pregame show, and we're just about ready. The captains are on the field. Coach McGraw is going to introduce the captains for you tonight.
Captains for Dumas tonight are number 3, Rashad Moore, number 5, Quay Baker, and number 64, Daquan Stovall. For Star City, we have number 44, Eli Tucker. I
can't see his number.
53, I think it's Alex Seawood. And I can't see the other two. B.J. Jackson is the head referee tonight, and he's in my way.
There you go.
Yeah, B.J.'s in the way, and then you got Marcus Johnson out there.
I've got 56, Tommy Dunton, and
13.
13 would be Carter Dean.
So the Bobcats have won the toss. They have deferred to the third quarter. They will be defending the south end zone, moving from our left to our right here. Bobcats wearing gold jerseys, a new look there, or at least not totally new, but they're wearing gold jerseys, white pants, gold helmets, white numbers. And the Bulldogs in the white jerseys with blue pants, blue hats, and blue numbers, and we are just about ready to get underway. Kickoff tonight brought to you by Dumas Family Pharmacy. Cheryl and crew are right there on Highway 65 in Dumas, and that is a busy place in the afternoon. I'm telling you the truth.
It's busy. I think if they're open, they're busy.
That is correct, but they've got they got just about any of your needs as far as obviously meds and prescriptions, but they got a lot of stuff in there. You need to go in and check out Dumas Family Pharmacy on Highway 65. Right down from my house. It's pretty convenient there to get down there, but go check them out. And we've got some great sponsors this year. We are really, really excited about our new sponsors, and we are proud to have everybody on board, and we're happy that you're listening and tuning in to our EAB Sports app on YouTube, and we're happy to have folks tuning in from all over the area and even way beyond. And we have some folks I know tonight up in Fayetteville tuning in, and Randy Massinelli and his wife, and we're really happy to have. That's a University of Arkansas connection there as well. But Randy Massinelli tunes in every Friday night, and we appreciate that. Statman Zach's working tonight, but I think they're watching the game up at Bryant at the fire station. So I'm glad they tuned in, and he's kind of my technical man from a distance.
From a distance.
Because he don't mind getting on to him. He said, come on, Pops. So I get a lot of technical advice from him. We're just about ready to get underway. The kickoff as well is brought to you by Dumas Family Pharmacy. They have the timeouts and the kickoffs this year. And we're ready to get underway here at Dumas. Bobcats once again moving left to right, defending the south end zone. And we're just about ready for some Bobcat football 2025 edition here in Dumas, Arkansas.
Number 12, Kirby Laguna is going to be our kicker.
Star City's got deep men waiting the kick. It's going to be a short end over end right down the center of the field, fielded at the 25-yard line. And that is where the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10. Malik Bass covered the ball, covered the kickoff, and they're going to have a 1st down and 10 from their own 25-yard line. And we are underway here in Dumas, Arkansas. So I picked up two of the Dumas roster. That was actually Jacob Booth that covered the kickoff. It's 1st down and 10 now for McGee. We see the quarterback bring his team to the line. He has a couple of tight ends, no wide outs, so he's got 2 backs in the backfield. Quarterback got him on.
That was Kirby was kicking for Dumas, not McGee.
Reverse.
Gotcha.
Reverse.
Got a reverse, and we got Jamarian Jackson out here. He turns him back inside for a host to tackle. Like some guys.
Yeah, it's going to be about a 9-yard gain, though, so a pretty good gain on the reverse from the first play of scrimmage. It's going to be a 2nd down, and we'll see where they spot the football. About a yard. Yep, so 2nd down and 1 for McGee as they move the ball up to the 30.
Star City.
4-yard. I'm sorry, Star City.
We're all making mistakes tonight.
Well, hey, it's the first game for us, too. Come on. So the Bulldogs, 2nd down and a yard. Ball's at their own 35. Just shy of the 35, about the 34-yard line. Quarterback out of the spread formation now. He has a receiver split to either side of the football field. Looks things over. Long snap count. Takes the snap. And he is going to keep a little option play there, and he is going to be dropped for a loss of about a yard. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, so not much doing there running over the right side against the Bobcats. Good defense. And it's going to be a 3rd down. This is a big down here, right here for the Bobcats. As Star City is looking at a 3rd down and 2 now.
And that could have been disastrous for the Bulldogs because they hit the running back before the handoff.
Yeah, that's a good way to get a fumble, but the quarterback did a good job holding on to the football.
Direct snap to the tailback.
And the tailback's going to take the snap.
Spencer.
Catcher in the backfield, and down he goes.
Yeah, tackle.
Nora.
Tackle by
so
Nora.
Nora's going to bring him down back at the 30-yard line, and that's going to be a loss of a couple of more.
Man, Nora's in there tonight, man. That's 2 straight plays.
2 straight plays by Nora, and he has brought the hammer.
So it's 4th down and 5, and that's going to bring on the punter, and the Bobcats are going to get the football back, 3 and out.
Right.
So Star City unable to move the ball other than that one play, and they're going to punt the football away. Punter standing at his own 15-yard line awaiting the snap. We're just underway. We're scoreless here at Tidwell Field. 3 and out for the Bulldogs.
And
the punt is blocked
by Deshaun
and the Bobcats.
Nora.
Nora's going to down it around the 20. He may be inside the red zone, down around the 19. We'll get the spot.
Hey, Nora's everywhere, man. He
so
blocked
he is
it and recovered.
All over the football field.
I don't know what juice they gave Nora before the game. They need to give the entire team same juice.
So he's going to be shy of the 20. It's going to be 1st down and 10 from the 21-yard line of Star City for the Dumas Bobcats on a blocked punt there. So that was a big defensive series or a stand for the Bobcats, then a big blocked punt. And the Bobcats looking good here. 1st down and 10 from the Star City 21, 9:48 just underway here in the first quarter. And the Cats come to the line for the first time this year on offense.
And that is a thick offensive line, gentlemen.
Got twins. We got a wide out to either side, 2 slot men. The quarterback works out of the spread formation, 1 tailback.
In the pistol now.
Yep, back up in. And now they're going to call a timeout. Coach saw something he really didn't like.
The clock was running down on us right there.
And so they're going to call a timeout. So a timeout on the football field. We'll just keep it right here. And so the Bobcats come out, give up 9 on first down and 10 to the Bulldogs, and then they make a big stand, get the ball back on a blocked punt. Good field position here, and the Cats have to burn a timeout with 9:48 left to go in the opening quarter. We are scoreless here at Tidwell Field, and the Bobcats now come to the line. Sophomore quarterback this year, and I don't know a lot about him because he came up from junior high, and so he's out there, and that's a pretty big place to be for that sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, you had to take over at quarterback last year for Dunlap for a little bit, and so they got him some experience, and got him ready for a little bit of high school football. I said basketball.
Now, all three of us have got it knocked out. So
there's a quick pass to Chasen Gordon. And he had a lot of room in front of him right there.
Right off the fingertips.
Started running before he caught it.
Yeah, and he's got to get adjusted to high school. That's a freshman out there. That was a sophomore, Cal Young, to a freshman, Chasen Gordon. So that's some young inexperience out there.
But Kyle Young looks like he's got a pretty good arm there.
Yeah, he can make from talking to Coach Lovelady earlier this week, he can make all the throws.
And that's important. That's important. So a second down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Ball's at the 21-yard line of the Bulldogs. Quarterback takes a snap.
Little
screen
pass
out of the backfield.
And he's moving.
Plenty of running room. Moves the ball down near the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that's a good little gain right there. Cal Young swing pass. Kent Brown.
And that's how you build confidence in a young quarterback.
So
give him some of those simple passes and let.
That's right. Some he completes well, and then positive yardage after the catch, and that's going to move the chains. First down and 10 from the 11-yard line, so they can get a first down around the 1-yard line, but it is a first down, and the Bobcats are once again on the move. Quarterback Young.
A quick pass. There's
over
a
to
bubble.
The other side.
There's
Good
a bubble
catch.
to Chasen Gordon. Touchdown.
Gordon's into the end zone, standing up.
Bubble.
And the Bobcats are on the board for the first touchdown of the night.
Straight bubble pass to Southmore, the freshman, on the bubble to Chasen Gordon to give the Bobcats 6-0, 9:02 left in the first quarter.
So the Bobcats getting it done on offense and defense. Defense set that whole series up, and with that block punt. And the block punt was set up by a good 3-and-out defensive stand. So we've seen good football on both sides for the Cats early in this game. We await the snap. The point after is going to be shanked. No good. And the Bobcats are going to hold a 6-0 lead here in the opening quarter. 9:02 left to play in the first. And the Bobcats are on the board first, 6-0. Now, the kicking team well, that looked a little shaky. I don't know if it's a bad snap, a bad hold. We'll just have to, work through that and see what happens. But, the Bobcats in the past couple of years have kind of been blessed with with some good kickers.
Yeah, we've had some kicking.
Yep, we sure have. So we'll see how that goes. So we're preparing for the kickoff. And we've got someone. So we got an injury on the field. He's walking.
That's Kent Brown.
And that is the one person that you cannot lose. Looks like he's favoring an ankle. Right. So we'll get an update on him, but he is. Yeah, I'm hoping he's just going to get taped. We're going to find out. But that is Kent Brown, and that is the big man on offense.
Right, and they still do have Rashard Moore, who's the leading rusher, returning from last year.
Dumas Family Pharmacy kickoff, taken at the 17-yard line, moved up to the 20, 25, and he's going to be dropped around the 27-yard line. First down and 10 for the Star City Bulldogs.
And that was Rashad Moore on the tackle.
Yeah.
So we are going to have first down and 10 once again for the Bulldogs. Bobcats on top, 6-0, 8:55 left to go in the opening quarter of play. Defense back on the football field, and let's see if they can dial up another 3-and-out. Quarterback brings his team to the line. Quarterback, I think, for Star City tonight is takes a snap, and he is going to hand off to the end-around man, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield
Host
for
of
a loss.
Bobcats, man. I think Bobcats are too fast for you to run lateral. You got to run north and south, not east and west against us.
So it is going to be a second down, and also about 2 yards. Second down and 12 for the Bulldogs. Quarterback looks to the sideline to get the play. I think the quarterback's Jacob Booth. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Number 8 for the Bulldogs.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
And so he's got his team second down and long. It's going to a little screen over to the right side. Nothing doing there. They're going to lose another yard or so.
Man, the defense is all over them.
Yeah. He was another one. He was going to run before he caught the ball.
Okay, I couldn't see in the crowd.
And then he got a little love tap.
So it's going to bring up a third down and 12. Ball's at the 25-yard line of Star City. Cats on top 6-0 early in the first quarter. Booth looks things over. Takes a snap, high snap, hauls it down.
We're all over him. Oh, man. Boy, the defense.
Oh, ball's on the ground.
Fumble. We got it picked up.
They're calling him down.
They're going to call him down, but the Bobcats are going to take over at around the 20-yard line on a fumble recovery, the second turnover.
No, they called him down.
Oh, so they call, okay,
so
I see.
It'll bring up 4th and 15 for the Bulldogs.
So they're going to have to punt the football. Man, I thought that ball was live, man, and I guess his knee was on the ground. But that high snap threw the quarterback's timing off. And when that happens, then you just got to run for your life. And he had nowhere to go.
And I've seen that body on that guy that's fixing to return this punt. That's Marcus Kilgore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Marcus
he's
explosive.
Yeah,
Marcus is explosive. There's a bad snap. Almost got it again. Be smart, Marcus. Yeah. And he catches it on the bounce.
Took a good bounce. Kilgore to the 40, to the 30, near sideline.
Smart.
Hauled
down
out
to
of
the
bounds.
25.
Yep, so he's going to get the 25-yard line,
right.
First down and 10.
And if you look at last time, man, even when we threw little short passes, last time it was just wide open for us.
You really couldn't blame Kilgore for fielding that. It bounced right in his hands.
Yeah, that was a perfect bounce.
So the Bobcats, once again, are going to have good field position. It's going to be a first down and 10 for Dumas. So we're going to see Young and crew back on the football field, the sophomore quarterback. Brings his team to set, splits trips to the left side of the field. Looks to the sideline, changes the play. Moves the setback over to his right. Setback's going to get the football over the left side.
More to the left.
And he is going to – boy, I thought he was going to get the corner. He got about 5 yards, maybe 6, as he's going to move the ball down near the 25. We'll see where the spot's at. Pretty good gain there.
About 6 yards.
A little bit better than I thought. That's right, a gain of 6. Now it's going to be second down and 4. 7 minutes and 6 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Cats on top 6-0. Nearing the red zone here. Actually, they're inside. They're right on the 20, so they're real close. Kyle Young brings his team to set. A long snap count. And they're going to have to – so they're going to have to burn – it looks like they burned another –
start. No, we got a false start.
That's almost better than a timeout, I'm telling you. We don't need to have to burn another timeout. So it's going to be a false start. It's going to back the Cats up 5. Second down and 9 now for Dumas. First penalty of the game. Quarterback takes a snap, hands off to the setback, right over right tackle, breaks 1, breaks 2. He gets the 20, inside the 15, and he's going to be down near the 10-yard line, and that's going to be a first down. And that was a big run over the right side for the Bobcats.
Good vision by Moore. He followed that big fullback, H-back into the hole, and then found that crease and went 12.
Cats quick to the line, hand off, same play, right back to Moore.
Same play.
And he's fighting inside
the 5.
the
ball is loose.
And he is going to fumble the football. They're going to say he was down. Cats caught a break there.
Here we go. Kents Brown is running back out. That's a good thing. That's a good.
He's taped tight, his left ankle.
Right.
But now what you do with him, if he's got any kind of potential injury, I bet we don't see him play a lot tonight. You got to save him and let him get well. But it is going to be a second down and goal for the Cats. They are inside the 5-yard line, around the 4. Quarterback's going to keep.
Tush
and
push.
Little tush push, and he's in for the touchdown. Second touchdown of the night for the Dumas Bobcats. 5 minutes, 31 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And the Bobcats take a 12-0 lead over Star City. So we await the point after attempt.
We're scoring quick.
Played a lot of football on the north side of the 50-yard line so far.
Having that short field,
that's
you
right.
love it as a coach.
Yep. Staying on the right side of the 50, and that has paid off well for the Bobcats. So it looks like I don't know if they're going to line up. They're going to attempt another point after. And this is
no, they're going for 2.
Okay, so the quarterback is on the field. They moved over to the left hash mark. I thought they were going to kick, but they're going to go for 2. And the quarterback's going to throw a slant into the end zone, and it is going to be caught. And the 2-point conversion is good.
Kilgore. Hey, the Cats are clicking on all cylinders tonight, man. You have to give it up to offensive coordinator Coach Roger Titan. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, 2 for 2.
5:31, that's right.
Couldn't have drew it up any better.
14-0 in favor of the Cats. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back.
It's a great day for football. 2 rivals battling it out for a record-breaking crowd.
They're saying it's $1.5 billion.
Huh?
Wait, that's how much the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery has raised for students since 2009. Because every lottery ticket you buy in Arkansas helps students. They've given more than 822,000 scholarships and counting.
Okay, back to football. 2 rivals.
This is winning, folks. Playing the lottery is a win for students and maybe you too. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Like he said, back to football. Welcome back as the Bobcats score 2 times in this football game, 14-0.
Let me see if I can get this right this time, Coach Harris. Kicking off for the Dumas Bobcats.
Right.
Kirby Laguna.
There we go. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, and then I come back and I say basketball.
Hey.
So, hey, man. Hey, it's first night.
It's first night.
We're entitled to that, Mr. Rick. First night, we're trying to get used to the broadcast again. Back some Dumas football.
That was ugly from the get-go, and it looks like it's going to be kicked out of bounds. I didn't see the flag, but
they didn't throw a flag. We were offside on that kickoff.
Yep.
And
but there was no flag.
So
I tell you what, our defense, if you look at the first 2 possessions, man, our defense was flying to the football. So it's been very hard. And it really, you say this is scripted from both sides, offense and defense, that these are great starts on both sides of the football. I mean, as a coach, and you know more than us, McGraw, as a coach, you couldn't ask for a better start.
No.
On 2.
If I've got 2 drives and I've made them punt twice
we had turnover on 1, remember?
And then we
with turnover with Nora,
perfect night.
And scoring on both your offensive drives is a big deal.
And I tell you what, on offensively, for to have the young quarterback throw a touchdown pass and then run one in, that's a great confidence booster for him early.
First down and 10 for the Star City Bulldogs. 5 minutes, 31 seconds left to go in the first quarter here at Tibble Field. Cats on top 14-0. Star City Bulldogs have yet to cross the midfield line tonight. And see what the Bobcat defense can dial up here to slow this blue and white offense down once again. Jacob Booth, 5'11", the senior quarterback for Star City, brings his team to set. Everybody's in tight. He has 1 wide out on the right side.
We jumped. There's a flag. Look like offsides on Quay Baker, number 5, the senior D lineman.
So a little antsy there. The Bobcats are going to jump. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Moves the ball up to the 40-yard line. First down and 5 now for the Dogs.
Well, that's the only thing we can say that's went wrong tonight on defense so far.
So far, you are correct.
You can be aggressive, but you got to control that aggression.
Booth takes a snap, rolls to his left. That's a direct snap.
Oh, there's another flag. Look like that could be a face mask.
That's going to be a face mask.
Now we got to come out. We're aggressive, but you got to play control aggressively.
So that was a direct snap to Caleb Hampton, and he is going to move the ball over the 45 to the 46, and
Personal foul.
They're going to tack another 15 on to that.
Right.
So I probably shouldn't have said anything about the 50-yard line. I should have just kept that to myself because they are well inside the 50 now.
Well, you have to give Star City credit right now. They know that the first 2 drives, the Cats were very aggressive, and for to come out and change your cadence and get offside, that was very smart of them to start the drive.
Start going on 2, start going on 3, make those guys hold that aggression as long as possible.
Yeah, that was very smart by them.
First down and 10 now from the Bobcat 40-yard line. Quarterback works under center, and he is going to hand off to the second man through, and he is going to move the ball across the 40 down near the 38. It's going to be a gain of a couple, and it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 for the Bulldogs.
It looked like Star City, what you guys said it earlier, they've changed running backs to number 20. He's a smaller back, so it's hard to pick him up in the hole, and he's getting 2-3 yards before we even find him. So those are two adjustments we saw. Change the cadence, smaller, quicker back.
He can definitely hide behind that corn-fed line of Star City.
Yeah, he's little back there.
And they're running out of the quarterback under center. He's going to hand off
right
to the fullback.
Oh, it's some good old-fashioned football
yes,
here,
sir.
man.
They just right up the middle, right over right tackle. He's going to move the ball across the 35, down near the 33, a gain of about 3 more. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and short now for the Star City Bulldogs with 4 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter, trailing the Cats 14-0.
Back to
Quick
the fullback
snap,
again.
fullback up the middle, gets the 1st down.
Looks like we're looking at 3 yards in a cloud of smoke.
That's it. That's exactly what they're playing right now. They're testing our defensive line. And so they've gotten a 1st down here.
They've probably got 50 pounds on each of our defensive linemen. That offensive line probably averages close to 300.
Right. And then the defense, what they say the best defense is, keep our offense off the field.
Exactly.
And so that clock is steady ticking. So we're seeing a couple adjustments here. First adjustment of the game.
Oh, and that tackle moves, so that's going to move them back 5.
So they're going to lose 5 yards.
But our guy pushed him. Touched him. It's offside on us, I thought.
Oh.
Our guy bumped into him, yeah.
That's a break for the Bulldogs then.
Yeah, their guy went back, but he only went back because our guy tapped him. We gotta keep our composure right here. Stay focused, stay disciplined, don't jump.
So they're going to get the ball hand off.
They went in the backfield.
Boy, good defense that time, good penetration. They're going to drop him at the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a 2nd down for Star City.
And what we got to be aware here right there with those handoffs, especially with us so aggressively in the backfield, watch for the play action.
Yeah.
A little tight end seam or anything. You don't want to aggressively pursue and leave something open downfield.
Got a score update from down south of us. McGee 8, Hamburg 7.
Wow, tight little football game early going on down there. Quarterback.
There's a pass. There's a screen. Oh.
It's going to be short. Yep, Kilgore had it covered, but the quarterback was under duress on another broken play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 for Star City. We're down to 3:08 left to go. That stops the clock with the incomplete pass. Cats on top 14-0. Now, obviously, 4-down territory here.
It was most definitely.
But the Bobcats can make a couple of big stands and stop this drive, and that's what they're going to have to do here. 3rd down and 7 for Star City.
They're back in the spread.
Booth looks things over. And he gets another high snap, pulls it down, and he is going to be wrapped up, and it's going to be a high ball fumble.
That's Sean Nora.
And he is going to be cross midfield to the 40. 30, he's running hard, 20, 10, 5, and he is going to dive into the end zone. Let's see if he got there. He outran all the officials.
Deshaun Nora. Boy, the defense. Hey, Deshaun Nora is playing some football today, man.
So Nora is into the end zone with the recovered fumble.
Yeah, senior Deshaun Nora is playing lights out on defense tonight.
Yes, sir, he is.
So that's a big touchdown there. Scoop and score for Nora. And the Cats are back on the board with 2:48 left to go here in the first quarter as we await the point after attempt here. They're going to kick it this time. And it makes us actually, yeah, they are going to kick. They're going to attempt the point after. Good snap. The hold's up, but the kick is not there. There's nothing going on there, so the point after attempt is no good.
We may be looking at 2-point conversions the rest of the way. I mean, it ain't even close.
2:48 left to go in the first quarter. Cats on top 20-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Looking for a charming spot to start your day or savor a hearty lunch? Look no further than Pick and Store and Restaurant. Start your Saturday mornings with mouthwatering breakfast selections like crispy bacon, fluffy pancakes, and delicious biscuits and gravy. They even have chocolate gravy. If you're there for lunch, check out Pickin's fresh-raised beef burgers, sandwiches, and salads. Plate lunches are available Monday through Friday, and find all your favorites like meatloaf, fried catfish, and smoked chicken. Be sure to leave room for their homemade desserts like coconut pie, chocolate pie, bread pudding, and more. Pick and Store and Restaurant, 122 Pickens Road in Pickens.
Pickens Store and Restaurant. I spend a lot of time.
I tell you what, they got some good food down there.
They do have some really good food, and Kim and her crew does a great job. Kickoff brought to you by Dumas Family Pharmacy. Taking on the run at the 24, up to the 30, 35. Little room there, hauled down at the 40-yard line. First down and 10 now for the Bulldogs.
And Kirby Laguna was it leading on that tackle, the kicker?
Was it? Oh, man. That means he's getting down the field. Let's see what the defense will bring this time. The defense has forced 2 turnovers tonight. One fumble picked up by Deshaun Nora, where he has picked up 2. One was a scoop and score. So he's on fire tonight. He's lights out. The senior is playing lights out. He's playing what we would call all conference and all state football if we were giving out awards tonight.
And I tell you what, he said, if there's a college scout out watching this, I want him to see me play.
Right, man. He's physical, man, and he plays with a lot of emotion, and he's he just loves the game, man. He's a hard-nosed player. Actually plays for me in basketball. He's the kind of kid you love. Yes, sir, no, sir kid. He brings it every day. He's physical. He's going to come. He's going to listen. He's not going to get in any trouble. He's going to get his grades, man. I just couldn't ask for a better kid. Deshaun Nora, number 4 senior for the Dumas Bobcats. Going to see if Star City do they have any other adjustments? Because so far in the last 2 drives, I believe they fumbled the football, right?
Right.
So, and they actually had a little bit of something going last drive with the I formation, handing it off fullback. They were gaining a couple yards and got it in our territory with a couple penalties. But, right now they're losing the turnover battle.
And if I'm them, I'm doing the exact same thing that I just drove down the field with.
Right.
But here we go. They're back in the spread.
Well, I tell you what, if Dumas stops them here and scores again, man, that could take the life out of them.
It could.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I mean, I'm being honest. Oh, my, I didn't even know it's still the first quarter, y'all.
Oh, yeah, we're still in the first quarter.
20 points.
With 20 points.
Oh,
quarterback
man.
takes a snap.
There's a little jet sweep.
Yeah.
He's got some room.
Seam,
man. It's coming back with a holding.
Gets into the secondary, but that's probably because of the hole. A lot of times those holes open up, and you're like, how did that happen? And then you see the laundry on the football field, and you kind of figure it out, and that indeed is going to be a hold.
That wasn't a bad play. Number 2 was moving. That didn't park. Win, is it?
No, that's Kenyon Griffith.
Yeah, he was running pretty good.
Wynn is number 4.
So, and Coach McGraw told me Parker Wynn was out on the football field. I said, Parker Wynn can't be on the football field. He's only 4.
Right.
And how in the world do these kids grow up so fast?
Man, they really do.
And he hung around in my wife's daycare for years, and that's you don't see them. And if you don't see a kid in about 6 months, they can do some growing. I'm telling you. So, but a lot of folks know each other on on both sides of this football field tonight. No doubt about that.
I got some friends over there. No, we're not friends tonight.
Yeah,
we'll be friends tomorrow.
That's right. You can make up tomorrow. 2:33 left to go in the first quarter. Cats on top, 20-0.
Kind of makes you, I guess, because they got behind the chains, but it kind of makes you wonder. You move the ball in the I formation and you come back out in the spread.
Yeah, I know it. They were moving the ball well, and now they're going to.
That's a fake jet. Oh, that was a good call. He's gone.
Sure was.
Kamarian Jackson, you got to make a tackle. Oh, what?
So he was ran down from behind.
Yeah, Kamarian Jackson don't look like he saw what was the play coming at him.
Boy, what a play there, and the quarterback gets into the secondary and then some.
That's what aggression can hurt you sometimes. Our guys flying inside.
Yeah, we jumped
to flow.
Yeah, we jumped to jet sweep.
That left it open on the other side.
Yeah, they faked the jet sweep that time, and the quarterback kept it over the right side. Looks like on that side we had no idea over there who had the ball.
First down and 10 now for the Bulldogs. The ball's inside the 30 at the 28-yard line with 2 minutes, 9 seconds.
Now they're back in
left to go here in the first. You're right. I formation now for the Bulldogs. Quarterback puts one man into motion, hands off to the second man, and he is going to fight his way over near the 25.
That's a pretty big running back back there.
So a gain of a couple. Yep, he's a big guy. He was wrapped up good, though, by that defensive line.
According to this, he's 5'9", 162.
He looks bigger than that.
Yeah, he sure does.
I think that must be last year or 2 years ago.
That must be when he was in ninth grade.
Yeah, because that guy there got to be every bit of 180 up.
Oh yeah.
Second down and 8.
Back
Quarterback
to the fullback.
right up through the right side, right up the gut.
He almost rolled for the first down.
And he is going to roll over the 20 down near the 19-yard line.
3rd and 2.
3rd down and about 2. Short 2. And they are at the 30. Excuse me, at the 20. And the
fullback again. There's a flag. Got to be probably a false start.
So flags everywhere on 3rd down and short. So that's going to come back one way or another with 1:10 left to go here in the first quarter. It is 20-0. Cats over the Bulldogs of Star City tonight on this warm but cloudy night, a fairly pleasant night without that sun just bearing down through this press box window. And so it hadn't been bad at all. Cats have a pretty good crowd tonight. Stands look good. And Star City brought a load of folks. I heard I got a text that they were all in the Big Banjo's restaurant a while ago eating all that good pizza. So there's a timeout called. And so they're showing a 1st down and 10 from the 15-yard line. So I didn't see any kind of call.
Well, I think they got us for illegal substitution. We had 2 guys still running off the field when they snapped the football.
So the 5-yard penalty is going to give them a 1st down. The ball's going to be at the 15-yard line. Best field position tonight for the Bulldogs with 1:10 trailing 20-0. And they are inside the red zone at the 15, 1st down and 10. I formation once again for Star City. Jacob Booth, the quarterback, brings his team to the line. One receiver split to the left side of the football field. Single coverage there. Now we got a shift on the line. And the quarterback's going to take the snap. He's going to hand off to the fullback, and he's going to be met in the backfield, drop for a loss of a couple. And one of the Bobcats going to lose a hat. Got to come out for a play, but a good tackle there. And the Bobcat defense standing firm on that play.
That was number 19, Jordan Kenny. Lost. No, that was
17, I believe. Is that Donald James?
No, that's 19. That's
19.
That's Kenny,
who was one of the state's leading tacklers last year.
He was the leading tackler in 3A.
In 3A, yeah.
Last year he was.
Quarterback I formation. Now we've got a whistle. I don't know if there's an equipment issue. So they're sending another Bobcat off the football field. I think there's another equipment issue there, so no flag. But the official's going to make sure everybody is dressed properly. And we're back underway now with the substitution. And a 2nd down and 12 for the Bulldogs. 38 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. And down goes the quarterback in the backfield, way back at the 25-yard line. A big loss there for Star City. So big defensive stand there for the Dumas Bobcats. And that clock is running. We're about to get out of this. Man, it seems like it's been a marathon first quarter.
Well, this first quarter is as long as a half.
I don't think Star City's going to snap the football. Looks like they're looking to the sideline. They're going to let the clock run, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter of play here at Tidwell Field on this nice Friday night in Dumas, Arkansas. And after one, it is your Dumas Bobcats 20 and the Bulldogs of Star City 0. Star City football when we come back in 1 minute.
At Dumas Family Pharmacy, they are committed to making it easier for you to manage your health. They can help you find the most affordable medications, offer advice on over-the-counter medication needs, deliver prescriptions directly to your home, and more. Dumas Family Pharmacy offers personalized service that makes staying healthy a little easier. Now that's music to your ears. Visit Dumas Family Pharmacy at 301 Highway 65 South in Dumas. Dumas Family Pharmacy, taking the time to listen and care.
Pico Food says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
Welcome to second quarter action. After one quarter in the books, it's the Dumas Bobcats on top 20-0. Star City Bulldog football, and they are moving now from our left to the right. They're headed north as we're just about ready to get underway, and Star City's looking at a third down, and that's about 18 yards or so, Coach. So a long third down there for the Bulldogs.
Up 2 men in motion.
Yeah, he got on the line. I guess we're going to let it ride. Quarterback's going to keep. Nowhere to go. Down he goes, and he's going to move the ball down near the 22-yard line, and it's going to bring up a fourth down and long for Star City.
You know, we're not the only ones making mistakes. They had 2 men in motion. All the referees looked at each other and said, I'm not calling it tonight.
That's right. Just let that go, and it seems to be that's exactly what they did.
I tell you what's impressive to me, man, is that the way that our D-line is getting in there making plays with that's a big line for Star City.
That is a big line.
Man, they got us our way pretty good.
That looks like Nebraska playing Oklahoma directional school.
Quarterback out of the spread, drops back, throwing to the end
interception
zone.
Looked like interception. I knew it.
And it is going to be
Kent Brown. With the interception, if he don't bump into his own man, he may have went further.
They said he stepped out of bounds.
Yep, stepped out of bounds. So Kent Brown, and he is the one with the injured ankle.
Right.
And he's
playing through toughness.
Yep, he looked a little, just a little gimpy there. Right. But you wonder how long they're going to keep him on the football field tonight. Right. You may want to go and kind of nurse that ankle, get him healthy. We're going to need him in a couple of weeks, no doubt.
All right, because we're going against some stellar 4A schools coming up next, isn't it? Well, we're still in
Hamburg.
Got to go to Hamburg on the road, yeah.
And Monticello, those will be some games.
So the ball's going to be spotted at the 6-yard line, and it is going to be first down and 10, a long road to hoe for the Cats, but, hey, a big turnover there. It kept Star City from scoring. Now we got everybody moving, and so that's going to back us up half the distance to the goal. So the Dumas offense now are going to get to see what they're made out of and see if they can dig themselves out of that little hole they've gotten themselves into. 11-11 left to go in the second quarter, 20-0. Cats on top here on opening night 2025 for Dumas. So after the penalty, it's going to back the Bobcats up to the 4-yard line, and they're going to try this first down again. You know, it's a situation where you have to change a lot of your offensive calls here when you're this deep. You've got to get you some breathing room, and that's what they're going to do here. And they're just going to run up the gut. And a pretty good gain there over the 10, up near the 11-yard line.
Quarterback sneaked up to the 10.
So the quarterback gets himself a little breathing room there. And that's what you have to do. You got to have some working room, and that's going to bring up a second down and 5. So that's a big gain there, manageable 5 yards for second down. And I love to see these short second and third downs tonight for the Bobcats. So 2nd and 5, Dumas looks everything over, splits a couple wide outs out. Handoff goes to the setback in the backfield, looking for a seam. Now we have a flag on the play. In the backfield, that's usually somewhere around a hold. We'll see if what the officials saw. But there's a flag on the play, dead ball. So we're going to wait and get the official signal on this penalty. And I didn't see anything that really stood out, but it is going to be against the Bobcats. So we're struggling a little bit here deep in our own territory near this goal line. And we're going to be backed up once again to around the 5-yard line, maybe the 6. And we're going to have to replay the down. So it's going to be second down and 10 for the Dumas Bobcats at the 6-yard line. 10:25 clock runs here in the second quarter. 20-0. Cats on top. Empty backfield for the quarterback. He's got receivers everywhere. Young waits on the snap. Long snap count. But Young's going to keep it right over left tackle. And he is just going to drop a shoulder, moves the ball up near the 10-yard line where it's going to bring up a third down. And about 6 for the Cats. We'll call it 7. Third down and 7. Gain of about 3 there for Dumas.
They wanted to get some of those big bodies out of the middle, make those linebackers widen out a little bit, give him a little running room.
It's a big third down play here for the Bobcats. Can you keep this drive alive, or are we going to see the punter for the first time tonight? Cats spread it out. I think the quarterback's going to empty the backfield. He's going to be back there flying solo. Young waits on the snap, trips to the left. One man goes into motion. Quarterback takes a snap, and I think they had a couple guys moving, Coach, so that's probably going to be
a left tackle.
Number 60.
Yep, so that's going to back the Cats up. And, man, we have struggled on this offensive series, and just unable to get anything going, unable to move this football. And we're moving it. We're moving it 5 up and 5 back, but it's moving a lot.
We'll run for 5 and then flag it back for 5.
Yeah, the only reason the penalties aren't longer is because we're so close to the goal line. But that is going to put the ball back at the 5 once again for Dumas with a third down now and 11. Third down and 11. Once again, empty backfield. Quarterback drops back, looking to throw.
He's looking to throw.
He is going to unload, and he has got a receiver. But
pass interference.
Hey, there's a first down, gentlemen.
Man, a pass interference.
Pass was intended for Deshaun Noah.
Man, I thought that was some pretty good defense by Star City. But, hey, we'll take that first down. It looked like the ball may have been overthrown, but it may have been because
he was being
held back. So there you go. I like it. I like your officiating better than mine because I never get mine right anyway. I just throw it out there and see where it lands. So the Bobcats catch a break there on a pass interference call against the Star City Bulldogs, and the Cats are going to get out of that hole back there around the 5-10-yard line where they've been playing for the last couple of minutes. They're going to get a first down and some breathing room up near the 19-yard line with 8 minutes, 58 seconds left to go in the opening half. Cats on top, 20-0. And the Bobcat offense has played a pretty good football thus far, and the defense has been spot on. Fresh set of downs and some breathing room now for Kyle Young and crew. He has one man in the backfield. Quick screen over to the right side. It is caught, hauled down by Kilgore.
He could be gone.
He's in the secondary. Kilgore, far sideline. He's got the 40, the 30, 20, 10, 5. Yeah. Kilgore into the end zone. Touchdown.
We got a flag, though. Got a flag.
Where's I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's over there.
So we're showing some laundry on the field. Bang. Kilgore was hooked up. You know what?
Yeah.
He was running down that far sideline.
He's like that player on that video game. You just keep pushing that button, it runs faster.
Man. He was gone. And that's coming right back, and that's going to be a penalty against the Bobcats. Wow. What a run, but sometimes those big runs, those big seams are created by a hold or a bad block. So it's going to go against the Bobcats. And I said we were getting some breathing room, and now we're going to head back towards the 10-yard line again. And we have just been snake bit on this series trying to get out from inside the 15-yard line, and they're going to mark it off around the 12. Where the Cats are going to have the football. Wow. Boy, that negated a big
run. We
go
from going up 26-0 to still 20-0 and first and 20.
Yep, first and 20 for the Bobcats. 8:43. Two good things about it, though. It's first down, and it's still Bobcat football. So see where we can take it from here. So Kyle Young looks to the sideline, gets the play called. Plenty of time on the snap clock. I see some of these offensive linemen with their hands on their hips. I think they're about ready for halftime. Take a breather from this humidity tonight. Quarterback has one setback. He will get the handoff.
More.
And
he doesn't get much.
He doesn't get a lot. He gets up around the 12, maybe the 13. So just a gain of a couple, and it's going to bring up second down and long for Dumas. Clock runs, 8 minutes and some change left to go here in the first half. Be sure to stick around at the halftime for the Berries True Value halftime show, and we'll be joined by Blake Morgan with some really cool information about this series, this football rivalry, and that'll be a lot of fun. So you'll want to tune into that, and that's coming up in about 8 minutes. The Bobcats offense trying to get out of this rut. This whole offensive drive has just been really tough. Hard to move the football positive. And now we got another flag. And it's going to be against the Bobcats once again. And, you know, you have to wonder now if you just, you know, you take a timeout and just catch your breath and just see if you can, you know, calm everybody down. 7:37 left to go, and there is a timeout called. And so the Cats are indeed going to do that. They're going to call a timeout and just get these penalties ironed out. You got to get all that sorted out, and then get your game plan back, get your feet back under you, and let's finish this half out. You played great ball, but frustration leads to frustration. So a timeout, I think, well called by the Bobcat coaching staff. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Are you tired of feeling like just another number? At First Natural State Bank, we believe banking should be personal. For 50 years, we've been proud to serve DeShay County, where our decisions are made by people you know, not by some distant corporate office. That's what we call banking the natural way. Whether you're around the corner or miles away, we're here for you. We're excited to announce that a new full-service branch is coming soon to Dumas on the corner of Carlton and Meter. Connect with us online at fnsbank.com or join us on Facebook. Just search FNS Bank. First Natural State Bank, celebrating 50 years of community first banking. Member FDIC.
One positive thing, our defense should be rested.
Yeah, that is correct, because they have not been on the field for a while. Welcome back as this offense for the Bobcats trying to get out of this rut here and try to move the ball positively. And but boy, it's been a tough series. You know, quarterback's going to empty the backfield, splits trips to the right, twins to the left. Young looks things over, backs up now, waiting to snap, and he is going to unload one, I would imagine, and he is going to drop back. He's got plenty of time, and he is going to throw deep, and it is going to be complete at the 40-45 midfield, still on his feet.
Makes a move.
Cuts across the field, 40-yard line, still on his feet, and hauled down at the 35-yard line. First down and 10. Great throw and catch to Nora. Man, that'll do it. That'll get you out of a rut. That'll get you out of the rut.
That was a pretty ball by that sophomore quarterback.
It sure was.
Down for the Bobcats at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 from the 35-yard line.
So first down and 10 for the Cats, and that got them out of that rut. That timeout seemed to work. It seemed to have worked. And now it's a first down and 10. Quarterback's going to pick up a bad snap, and he is going to keep, but he's going down in the backfield. And all you do there, and now we're going to have a little hand check in there, and we're going to have a penalty. And it's probably going to go against both teams, I would imagine, but we'll see. But a little chippy out on the football field. And I think the heat's getting to them. The offense is frustrated. They've been on the field a while. Quarterback had to pick up a bad snap. He goes down in the backfield. He did a good job covering the ball, and that's exactly what you got to do in a play like that. But they are going to call a penalty. So what was that? It was a 5-yard.
Intentional or unintentional face mask.
Okay, so that was one of the 5-yard face masks. All right. So I was wondering how they got a 5-yard penalty out of all that hand checking, but I didn't see the face mask. Nonetheless, it's first down for the Cats. A pretty unusual first down and 8. You don't hear that a lot. Quarterback splits trips to the right, one receiver to the short side, which is the left side of the football field. Bobcats traveling south here in the second quarter. 6:38. Cats on top, 20-0. So we're still waiting. Now there's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Cats. I think they lost the snap clock, delay of the game.
And we don't have the timeout. So this is going to be first and 12 for the Bobcats.
Yep. So Yeah, if the Bobcats can get a score on this series as bad as it's been, that's a big plus.
Open the second half.
That's right. Quarterback fakes a handoff, swing pass over to the right side, and that looked like a lateral. He pulls it down, but he's got nowhere to go, man.
Freshman trying to dance, trying to find a hole when he should have just went north and south. But that's when you're a freshman, you're going to make those mistakes.
That's right. And he's going to go down back at the 43-yard line. Big loss on the play. It's going to bring up second down and about 22 now for the Dumas Bobcats. And it's amazing how you get stuck in an offensive drive, but they're burning the full out of the clock. There's one thing about that. When you got a 20-0 lead, that's not the worst thing in the world you can do is keep the ball almost a whole quarter. We've seen that before.
We have.
That was amazing. I'll never forget that. Quarterback hands off to the tailback. Yep.
Offensive line let go too soon, and
he's going to get the line of scrimmage. Actually, he's going to lose a yard back to the 44-yard line. It's going to bring up third down and 20 yards or so for the Bobcats.
Like I said, those big boys are getting tired. It's hot.
Yep.
It's humid.
We're down to 5.5 to go in the half. Bobcats on top 20-0. We just need to get to the locker room, regroup, come back, and finish this game.
Yeah, since we scored that 20, it slowed down tremendously.
The Cats going to split a couple. One wide out on the far side of the football field. Can't tell if that's Kilgore or not. Quarterback picks up a snap off the ground, and he is going to throw, and it is going to be well defended by the Star City Bulldogs, incomplete, and it's fourth down. So fourth down and long for the Cats. Well, your defense has been playing. Take a shot here. You don't really need to try to pin them with a punt.
Yeah, I would
air one out.
I would take a shot at Kilgore, man.
Yep, there's no doubt I'd air one out here. It's like a punt if they catch it.
He's had one touch tonight.
Yeah, and he was going. He went the distance. Just had a penalty.
And they're not going to intercept it back there. They're going to.
Kilgore's probably a foot taller than the defender that's covering him.
Right, and I think he'll run right by him.
We're about to find out what's going to happen. Fourth down and well over 20 yards. 5:06, clock stopped. 20-0 in favor of the Cats, and it's go time for the Cats.
And we're going to take a shot at Kilgore.
Quarterback is going to take a shot at Kilgore, and it is going to be
that got to be interference.
Incomplete. There was
some face guard in there, man.
Man, they had two Star City Bulldog defenders over there. They knew to cover. Like you said, they didn't have the height advantage, so you got to put more men on him, try to keep his focus off the football. Right. And that's exactly what happened, and he could not come down with that catch.
Yeah, a little easy to defend for Star City when they knew what was coming. But I like the aggressiveness of Coach Todd in the offense of going at Kilgore. I mean, you got to give him a shot.
That's
man.
right, absolutely, especially on a situation like that. We really don't have anything to lose because your defense has been playing so good. Giving them the ball at the 44 is not the end of the world.
Yeah, I think that holding penalty when Kilgore took it the distance kind of deflated us a little bit offensively.
Now they get to go rest, regroup, and we'll see what the defense can do. One man in motion. Quarterback drops back for Star City. Screen pass complete. And down in the backfield at the 40.
He's met by Stovall, Daquan Stovall, number 64, meets him in the backfield.
Drops him for a loss of 4 yards maybe. Second down and 14 now for Star City. Clock's running. We're inside 4 minutes, 40 seconds. Cats on top, 20-0.
Star City appears to be in no hurry.
Yeah, I think they want to regroup at half as well and just get through with this half and come back and play another half of football, try to get a new game plan. Quarterback has plenty of wideouts. Booth looks things over, puts one man into motion. He's going to stack the right side, takes a snap, hands off to the little running back, and bam, what a collision.
By Stovall again.
Stovall wrapped him up, and that was a collision at the line of scrimmage.
Stovall is playing some football. It was the Deshaun Norris show early. Now it turns into the Daquan Stovall making the plays.
Man, that was a collision right there. One-on-one football, too. That was the kind of collisions you like to see.
They got a generous spot there.
Yeah, they did. I thought we made
his contact was at the 38, not the 40.
They're going to give him the line of scrimmage.
I agree with you, Coach McGraw. I think that was very generous.
Third down and long, about 13, 14 yards to go for Star City.
Look for it. We might get an interception if they throw it.
Quarterback empties the backfield. One man in motion. Bobcats showed blitz, but they backed out of it.
Watch the secondary.
Quarterback's got plenty of time.
Come up and make a play. Chafin, Keon Chafin with the play, with the tackle in an open field. That's a great open field tackle, moving your feet, sitting down.
gain up across the 45, up near the 47, a big gain, but it's still 4th down and 8 for the Star City Bulldogs. So the Bobcats, with 3 minutes clock running, I don't know if Star City's going to go for it. I wouldn't think they would, but
maybe one of those little punts.
Yeah, I figure it'll be a little quick kick.
Oh, you're going to give us time, man. If we can not get penalty in the short game, man, we've got kids that can take it the distance.
Star City's going to bring their offense out. Now they got the punter out there, or a quick kick, I guess.
Right.
And, yeah, they got the punter out there. Some kind of little trickery going on.
Trying to draw us off sides.
And they went with
quarterback's going to go for it. He's going to throw, and it's incomplete.
Threw behind his receiver.
Wow. Bobcat's going to take over on down.
Hey, I tell you what, for to do all that, that didn't develop too good.
Yeah,
no, it didn't.
That was a little shaky there.
Yeah, that didn't develop. It gives us a lot of time, enough time, 2:28 to get in the end zone.
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
2 minutes, 28 seconds left to go in the second quarter of play. 20-0 in favor of the Cats. Defense has played stellar so far tonight, but offense, other than that one series, have played pretty scrappy football as well. So we are going to bring the Bobcats to the line on offense. Ball spotted at the Star City Bulldog 47-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Kyle Young and his crew. Trips to the left side of the football field. Quick snap. Running back gets the handoff, and he is going to kind of be thrown forward up or down near the 45-yard line. Gain of a couple. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and long now for Dumas. We're getting near the 2-minute mark. Gain of 1, 2nd down and 9 for the Cats. And we are inside the 2-minute mark here in the first half of play at Tidwell Field. Battle of the Bayou. And I don't know, I say Bayou. We'll find out what he thinks people say.
That was a great adjustment.
At halftime.
That was a great adjustment by Marcus Kilgore. He sit down on the plate, but the ball was thrown low, and he still went and got it.
That was a bad throw, and Kilgore made the quarterback look good.
Right. That's just, that kid there is explosive, man.
So that reception's going to move the ball down to the 39-yard line, where it will be 3rd down and about 2 for Dumas with 1:28 left to go here in the half. Quarterbacks are going to keep a spread-type offense. Trips to the left side, the near side. Quarterback's going to drop back, screen pass complete. He's at the 40, 35, 30, near sideline. Haul down at the 27-yard line, but that's going to be plenty for a 1st down and 10. That's going to move the chains with 1:07 left to go here in the second quarter of play.
Now we need to have a little sense of urgency. It's 1:05 and it's counting down.
Yep, let's try to punch one in here. You don't want to let up. You want to, you gotta make it happen.
We have no timeouts.
Quarterback's going to spread them out. 1st down and 10, 49 seconds. Clock runs.
Clock is running.
Young, a little slow to get the snap.
He got him. Throw. Marcus Kilgore, if he gets it out there, touchdown.
And that's going to be touchdown. Dumas Bobcats. Kilgore.
Hey, stop and go.
Maybe. We got plenty of time.
We have plenty. What do we know?
Y'all stop rushing the quarterback. He knows what he's doing.
Kilgore. Just throw it to Kilgore.
Dude knows what he's doing. I told y'all. Wow, big throw and catch to Marcus Kilgore with 38 seconds left to go in the second quarter. And the Bobcats are on top 26-0, awaiting the point after or the 2-point conversion. We'll see what they go with.
Man.
And
Cats have been impressive, man. They really have.
So the Bobcats come to the line. They're going to spread everybody out and go for 2 with 38 seconds left to go. Empty backfield, yep.
Empty set.
Trips and twins.
Look for it. It could be a quarterback blast, so it might be a pass.
I think the quarterback's going to keep it.
There it is.
Yep, and he is going to keep it.
I was telling you. He dropped the ball.
Fumble the football.
It in the end zone.
He fumbled it.
So it's going to be no good, and with 38 seconds left to go, the Bobcats pull out to a 26-0 lead over the neighboring Bulldogs of Star City, Arkansas. And the Star City Bulldogs going to get the football with a few seconds left to go here in the half.
Yeah, they better take a knee.
And the Cats have we deferred to the third quarter, so we're going to get the ball to begin the third quarter. So that looks good for the Dumas
we
Bobcats
needed that
as well.
2-point conversion though, because that way when you get that first score in the second half, you get that clock to run, and we get home early.
There you go. Yeah, I got to work this weekend.
Hey, but there is 38 seconds left. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen in 38 seconds. You are correct about that. So we await the Dumas Family Pharmacy kickoff here by the Dumas Bobcats. With 38 seconds left to go, 26-0 lead in favor of Dumas. It's going to be an end-over-end kick. And it is going to be,
and he caught it.
What a collision, man.
Yeah, that was Malik Bass.
So he caught the ball around the 22-yard line. That ball looked like it's about to go out of bounds. But I believe that was maybe Caleb Hampton on the return. Not much doing there, but the Star City Bulldogs are going to have a first down and 10. And there comes Blake with he didn't tell me he's going to wear a Star City Bulldog shirt. Come on, Blake. We're going to let it go this time. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, he can't help it.
He can't help it. That's right. It'll be all right. We'll get through it. First down and 10 now for Star City. 37 seconds left to go here in the first half of play. The Bobcats will get the football back to begin third quarter play. Quarterback takes a snap, hands off to the running back, gets into the secondary, and that kid's a little wily. He's played pretty good football.
He's a little bowling ball. He's hiding behind that corn-fed line of Star City, and they don't see him until he gets to the linebackers.
That's right. He's going to get the first down. It's going to stop the clock. 30 seconds. We have an injured Bobcat on the play. Hope that's a cramp. That has all the makings of a cramp.
Looks like Keon Chafin, I believe. Looks like cramps.
Yeah, those cramps will make you go from hero to zero quick because they take you out of everything. And so he is going to have a cramp. There's going to be an injury timeout on the field with 30 seconds. Coming up here at the Barry's True Value of Dumas halftime show, we're going to have maybe some scores from around the area, talk about next week's game. But we got a special guest that will join us in the press box, and it's Blake Morgan, and we're going to talk about this rivalry tonight, the Battle of the Bayou. How do you say it, Blake?
Battle of the
Bayou. There you go. We'll have to talk about
Sound
that.
Like he
too.
might have some Cajun in him.
Little Cajun going on there, but we'll have a good time with this halftime show. Looking forward to that. So you want to stick around for that. And like I said, we'll update some scores from around the area. I'll tell you what, let's take a 30-second timeout. Let them get this cramped up young man off the field. We'll be right back.
Dumas Seed Cleaners is your hunting destination. Find all you need at Dumas Seed Cleaners, like food plot materials, rice bran, wildlife corn, and wheat seed. New deer feeders, trail cameras, and accessories are also available. Before you hit the woods this season, stop by Dumas Seed Cleaners, 115 East Choctaw in Dumas. Call 870-382-5243 and follow them at Dumas Seed Cleaners Inc. on Facebook. Dumas Seed Cleaners, serving Southeast Arkansas for over 45 years and a proud family-owned business in the heart of Dumas.
And that's another one of the local establishments I spend a lot of time in. And, man, we got some nice folks. We got some great sponsors. But you go into Dumas Seed Cleaners, it's just like going into your family store, and that's exactly how they treat you. And my little grandson loves to go in there, and because they got all that hunting stuff. And he digs the hunting store.
They got landscaping stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They got shells, seed. They cover it all. Got some great sponsors. They got the injured Bobcat player off the field, getting him stretched out. First down and 10, 30 seconds left to go here in the half for the Bulldogs of Star City. Booth looks things over, now he's got a line moving. And everything moved but the football. So that's going to back them up 5 yards. And it's going to bring up a first down and 15. And Cats are doing a little jawing. I think the official just said, don't do that. And so it's going to back the Bulldogs up 5 yards, backs the ball up to the 33-yard line, where it will be first down and 15. 23 seconds, clock runs. Booth, high snap, pulls it down. Now he's got to run, and he's just looking for some running room, and he is going to get stood up at the line of scrimmage. And he is going down there, and that's going to bring us to the end of the half. Met him and said, no more.
So, after 2 quarters of play here at Tidwell Field tonight in Dumas, Arkansas, it is your Dumas Bobcats on top, 26, Star City Bulldogs 0. We'll be back in 3 minutes with the Berries True Value of Dumas halftime show. Stick around. We're going to have a lot of fun.
The Fender Bender. The perfect way to ruin a perfect day. But as long as you've got auto insurance, you could be just fine. Unless the car you hits another car and another. And you have to wonder, just how much coverage do you have? With an umbrella policy from Farm Bureau Insurance, you can extend your liability coverage beyond the limits in your standard policy. Call Farm Bureau agent Grant Shellman or Shea County Agency Manager Bubba Hudson today at 870-382-4004.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Rattery Pawn and Surplus in Star City is your place to buy, sell, or trade. Need cash fast? Pawn it at Rattery. Looking for hunting gear? Rattery has the area's largest selection of new and used firearms, a full line of ammo, box deer stands, and all the accessories, scopes, slings, and cases. And with Rattery's layaway program, you don't have to wait. Stop in and see Joey and his team at Rattery Pawn and Surplus in Star City. Locally owned, ready for your next hunt, and here when you need cash.
At H&R Block, we want you to focus on your business while we handle your books. From payroll and bookkeeping to expert tax preparation and advice, we're ready to put our expertise to work for your small business. For the year-round services you need and the one-on-one attention you deserve, partner with H&R Block Business Services. Stop by our office at 395 Highway 65 South in Dumas or give us a call at 870-382-4098 to learn more. At participating offices, services do not include audit, asset, or other services for which a license is required.
It's football season, Dumas, and whether you're headed to the game or celebrating after, Inks and Threads and Southern Starch Dry Cleaning have you covered. Get your game day wear at Inks and Threads. T-shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, caps, and more, all in your team colors. When the cheering's over, Southern Starch Dry Cleaning keeps you looking sharp with premium dry cleaning and laundry services. Find both Inks and Threads and Southern Starch at 720 Meadow Drive in Dumas. Ask about our route services to DeWitt, Star City, and a drop-off location at Atlantis Coin Laundry in Stuttgart. Our Dumas location's open 6 days a week because in football and life, we've got you covered.
Pop's Car Wash is a proud Dumas Bobcat supporter with 9 locations across southeast Arkansas to serve you. Bring your cars, trucks, big rigs, boats, and ATVs to any of our locations in Dumas, Monticello, Warren, 2 locations in Lake Village and Dermott, and the newest location on 28th Street in Pine Bluff. Customer service is our #1 goal, and we appreciate your business. Pop's Car Wash, now with 9 locations across southeast Arkansas to serve you. The Lambert family says, go Bobcats.
Every project starts with good intentions and sometimes ends with a little frustration. At Barry's Hardware in Dumas, we turn that frustration into confidence. From the right materials to the right advice, we'll help you tackle any project at home. Because at Barry's, you're not just buying supplies, you're gaining a partner who knows how to get it done. Barry's True Value, Highway 65 in Dumas, where we make frustrated homeowners champions of their projects.
And speaking of Berries, welcome to the Berries Hardware True Value of Dumas halftime show. We want to welcome you to our halftime show as the Bobcats at the half hold a 26-0 lead over the Star City Bulldogs in a game that has been played pretty salty for the Cats on offense. They had that one offensive series. They just couldn't do anything with the football and got frustrated. But they called a timeout and kind of got their feet under them. But the Dumas defense has played really, really good football tonight so far. We've got another half a ball to go. The Bobcats will get the football to begin third quarter action as we won the toss tonight and deferred to the third quarter. But tonight is it's a big deal. It's Battle of the Bayou and our Battle of the Bayou. We'll talk about that. But I'm joined tonight with Coach McGraw and myself with Blake Morgan. And, man, he has been down some rabbit holes and done some digging, and he has got more information on this rivalry and things I didn't have a clue about. So, Blake, we're just going to have a little chit-chat about what all's going on here in this football game. Welcome to the press box. Welcome to the halftime show.
I appreciate wearing that blue Star City.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
You got to mix it in.
You got to do what you got to do.
It's been a rough first half for us here. Hopefully we can figure something out and maybe make a show in here in the second half. 80th year of the Battle of the Bayou, whatever you want to say it.
But now we've actually played more than 80 years, but it's 80 consecutive.
The 80 consecutive year that we've played. First meeting looks to be in 1927. Star City had football up to about 1933 or so, but the records just go dark. There are no records, no mentions or anything in any publications from 27 on. Our first clue that Star City restarted football in 45 was in the Star City Rocket yearbook that year. Said they cleared the field, bought the uniforms, and were going to play in that fall. That game, I believe Dumas won that one, of course. Star City did score the first touchdown that season in that game. They finally won their first game later that year against Gould. It's more than just a football game between two schools. It's a whole bunch of folks from each side, just like myself. I'm a 98 graduate of Dumas High School. Kids go to Star City now. It's like that across the board. And it really started early in the series. 1955 would have been Coach Harold Tidwell, whose name is on this field right here.
Tidwell Field. That's absolutely right.
He was the head coach at Star City at that time, and he hired a little young guy named Leon Smith, who went to Dumas as an assistant, and he coached through 59. He was only 1-3 and won against Dumas during his time as the coach. His next coach was Don McCann, whose name is on the field house right over here.
I mean, and that's the kind of stuff you get from this series.
Yeah,
so much melding of the two towns.
You're looking at now that the Star City High School principal was a assistant principal at Dumas.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The previous principal here.
Middle school principal at Dumas.
The head football coach.
Came from Dumas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Coach Garrett, Matt
Coach
was here for a few years as an assistant coach.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. Not only was Don McCann, Don had a player his sophomore year named Jimmy McGee.
There you go.
And he made his whole entire career over here as a Dumas. He was head football coach.
That was back in my day when I was in school.
76 through 79 was Coach McGee. Jimmy Waynes, we called him. And bless his heart, he tried his best. Everybody's heard Clay Owner tell the airplane story down at Hamburg and Tracy French and all of that. And that's this kind of – but he wasn't terrible as a coach. And he had an 8-2 season, and I believe in 77, I believe it was. Pretty good. But the main guy in this whole story is Jerry White, who played for Coach Tidwell over there at Star City. Jerry went to college at the U of A, come back as an assistant at Star City, and took over as the head coach in 65. From 65 to 77, he was the head coach at Star City. He was 11-2 against Dumas. He rattled off 11 straight. Excuse me, not 11 straight. 9 straight, I believe it was. He went to Pine Bluff for a couple of years. He come back, took over as the head coach here at Dumas in 81. He was 7-3 as the head coach against Star City at Dumas. So he had all time he was 18-5. So if you wanted to be Jerry White and on his team in this series here, and of course we talked about Matt in his first year here. His family's all from here. Sponsoring this
show right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, it's a lot of things like that. There have been some barn burners and there have been some blowouts just like this right here. Hopefully Star City can get back in it here in a little bit, but that's to be seen. 1968, Doug Hill, he crashed in from the 1-yard line with about a minute and a half to go to win that game for Dumas that year. The very next year, Star City used a double pass, and Coach White was famous for double passes, skip passes, and all sorts of things like that. And they got to win in 69, and then that's when they rattled off the 7, 8, 9, 10 in a row there. In 1974, the first game of the year at that point of the season was a 9-6 game. I haven't found any details about that. That issue of the Dumas Clarion's missing at the library. So I have no clue really what happened that day, but as it played out, it was for second place in the conference that year.
Right, that's right.
So back then, the schedule was jumbled. You played whoever, whenever you wanted to.
Right.
Dumas and Star City played as conference as conference opponents at Thanksgiving in the 50s and the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And even to the point in one year Dumas was in the playoffs. They played Norfolk in the first round of the playoffs. They paused the playoffs, had the Thanksgiving Day games, and then resumed the playoffs the next week.
And stuff like that.
That was in the 50s.
Totally unheard of now.
Absolutely.
Yep. Everything's so structured.
Absolutely. Going on with some games that were really close. My sophomore year, Terrell Mitchell hit Aldrich Johnson about 3 minutes to go in the game to take a 15-14 lead over at Star City. The next year, come back here, Dustin Moore hit Jason Bennett on a touchdown pass with about a minute and a half to go to beat beat Dumas here.
Right.
And then the last time we really had a nail biter go down to the wire, Chris Harris with the zigzag run. It seemed like he crossed the field 5 times. Looked like Basil Shabazz out there. 70-yard run with about a minute to go to beat Star City in 18.
And ran 350 yards on that one play.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And we've looked at, I went back, started out looking at the coaches. We talked earlier in the summer. I was going to look and see, what did the coaches and who were the coaches that crossed over. We knew there were some, and I went back and I found those. And then I got interested in the statistics.
Right.
And it's been a hard row on that. We've had to look very hard in some very obscure places to find some scores and statistics. And by the way, on scores, I'm missing the 47 game. 1947's missing. If anybody out there has anything that shows me documentation of a final score from November the 27th of 1947, it's a Thanksgiving Day game over at Star City. If someone's got documentation of that, please reach out to me.
That would fill in that little
That's that
slot.
one gap that we do not have for this 80 years of having consecutive scores.
But we know for a fact the game was played.
The game was
we
played.
Don't have the score.
It was in the Gazette that morning that the game was going to take place at Star City that evening. I'm assuming that Dumas won the game because nobody from Star City would have called in and reported the score.
That's true.
Back in those days, that's kind of how that went.
Now, one interesting stat you have on here, and this is a non-conference game tonight. So Dumas leads the series when these games are non-conference games.
Yes.
But when they're conference games, Star City leads the series 25 games to 17 games. So,
most of that's going to be contributed to Buck James.
Yeah.
And Blair Brown and Jet Furneaux, they rattled off a whole lot of wins in the early 2000s and into the mid-teens here. It was pretty dominant. And it wasn't that Dumas was bad. We were some good football teams.
Good football teams. That's right.
Mark Courtney was here. There was a couple of down years there between Perry Goodale and Mark Courtney, but other than that, it was some good football teams and some decent ball games.
And you've had some, at least for this area, some legendary coaches come out. Like you said, half of this high school's named after one of the coaches or the other that's got ties to Star City. So it goes both ways.
And you mentioned Leon Smith, who went on to be he was head coach at Gould, head coach at Dermont.
Started Grady's program.
And had great success at those schools.
That's right. Yep.
Absolutely.
When I was at Lone Oak coaching, we played Dermont in the playoffs, and Coach Smith was the coach. And we were lucky enough to beat them 12-0 that night, but they had a guy named Cleary. Thank goodness he was a young one that year.
Yep.
Looking through all these newspapers and everything, and the wildest thing I saw and just absolutely stepped out at me is 1982 J.A. Fair. Remember the school in Little Rock, Pulaski County School District. The year they started was in 82. I mean, they're known for Cedric Cobbs and beating Cabot in the state championship. I mean, just beat the brakes off of them. But that year that Cedric was there, but it wasn't but 15, 16 years earlier, they lost 12-6 at Grady.
Yep.
At Grady.
Yep, that's right.
So it's those. I've seen so much of that stuff, which it doesn't pertain so much to the Battle of the Bayou, but it's just I'm fascinated with that sort of stuff, and I enjoy digging at it, and I would take anything anybody wants to offer.
You need to get the Almanac of High School Football for
Is that
Arkansas.
Leland Barkley?
That's Leland Barkley.
Okay.
And he's got back to 1955, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, that's some great history there. Go ahead.
I want to, before I get off here, I want to thank Mr. Gillis Griffin. Mr. Gillis loaned me his own yearbooks for a lot of this from Star City. He was a great Star City football player, made the All-Star game and everything up there. He was between Jerry White and Gillis. Nobody made the All-Star game for Star City back in those days. I sat down with him yesterday and we discussed a little bit, and he showed me some things and told me some things, and I really appreciate him on what he did. The girls up there at the library here in town, they put up with me for weeks at lunch. I'd go up there on my lunch break and run through the Dumas Clarions as much as I could, and man, a lot of this stuff come from the Star City Rocket yearbook and the Dumas Bobcat yearbook from years ago, 80 years worth. Well, Dumas didn't have a yearbook all those time. Mr. Tom Peacock told me, he said, well, Dumas didn't start a yearbook till 1950. It's like, oh, okay, so that's a little weird tidbit, there. And there's no records of the Dumas Clarion before 1966. They burned in a fire.
Yep,
so,
that's right. I remember you told me that.
It's wild. So.
Well, hey, and that kind of stuff is very interesting, and that's some good history between these two football teams, these two cities, these programs, and we're all close knit in this area, and there's a lot of storied history, and been a lot of football played between these two programs. And we're just getting started.
Absolutely.
There's going to be a lot of football played for years to come between these two schools. Blake Morgan, man, thank you so much. We appreciate you joining us, and that was some great information.
Yeah.
And man,
we're going to keep updating it. I'm going to keep digging. This thing's going to get bigger. And I hope one day, I'm not going to say we're going to put a book out, but we'll definitely have something. I'd love to have the pictures out of the Clarion and the yearbooks and stuff, and get it so people can see.
It's an interesting, it's a great project, and if you have anything that could help Blake with his project, get in touch with him, and he will be glad to take that information and get it organized and get it out to the public. That'd be great.
Most of y'all know where I work, and y'all can find me, and if I'm not there, they can find me.
There you go.
So man, I'd appreciate it. I don't know how it become a deal, but it did.
Well, there you go. We're glad it did.
Thank you.
We got to step away. We are up against the break, but we do want to say once again, thank you to Blake and all of that information. That was some great information. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with more of the Berries halftime show in 2 minutes. Stick around.
Do you have bugs, signs of termites at your home or business? That bug's hiding in your mattress or furniture? Then stop right now and call Southeast Pest Control in Dumas. They cover all of Southeast Arkansas and can take care of your home and commercial needs. They also offer a specialty service for fire ant control. No job is too big or too small for Southeast Pest Control to handle. Plus, they offer yearly service agreements with monthly and quarterly calls to prevent bugs, or when you've got bugs, call family-owned and operated Southeast Pest Control of Dumas at 877-249-2849 for immediate service. Pico Food says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
People of the Delta have trusted DePaul Community Health Centers to provide excellent, compassionate care for more than 30 years. DePaul gives children and adults access to high-quality medical care while addressing the overall well-being of each patient. The health center also offers specialties such as behavioral and women's health services and a wellness center where patients can enhance their fitness journey. Call DePaul Community Health Centers today for an appointment to address all of your medical needs. 870-382-3080. That's 870-382-3080. Go Bobcats.
Red River Ford Toyota is the fastest growing Toyota dealership in Arkansas. They also have those great Ford trucks and SUVs. Visit Red River at 1903 North Falls Boulevard in Wynn. Call them at 870-238-7770 or visit them online at redriverfordtoyota.com. You can even do everything online and they'll deliver your vehicle to you. And with many makes and models on their pre-owned lot, you're sure to find the vehicle that fits your needs. Red River Ford Toyota, 1903 North Falls Boulevard Boulevard in Wynne, Arkansas.
Welcome back to the Berries Hardware halftime show. And we do want to welcome you back to our broadcast, and some great information there from Blake Morgan about this series here. And someone's going to take that trophy home tonight, Coach, and the Battle of the Bayou. And hope it comes right here to Dumas, Arkansas, stays for a year.
I hope Coach Lovelady puts it over in the high school office and lets everybody see it.
Apologize for my little hot mic a while ago. I turned the wrong switch, imagine that. But I don't think I talked about anybody in particular, so maybe not. I may have talked about Luke or somebody back at the station, but he's good. He's cool. But we do want to welcome you back. We're just about ready for third quarter action. Bobcats on top at the half, 26-0 over the Bulldogs of Star City. And we're just about to get geared up for third quarter action. We've got a few scores, Coach, if you want to hit us with those.
Yeah, 18 miles south of here, Hamburg's up 21-15 on McGee. They scored just before the halftime to take that lead because McGee had led 15-14. Glen Rose and Malvern are tied at 20 over in the central part of the state. And a shocker to me, defending state 3A champion Salem is up on Prescott 43-0 at the half. Prescott is one of those programs when you talk about 3A, 4A football, they're a contender each and every year.
Yeah, that is that's a wild score there.
But none of our other conference opponents have reported their scores, so don't have anything from Barton's playing Clarendon. Cross County and PW, Palestine Wheatley are playing, and that's father against son.
Oh, yeah. Is that right?
So that's an interesting game. And Drew Central is playing the England Lions tonight, and I'm not sure where Lake Village is at tonight. They might be open.
I'm not sure. They were at home last week. I do know that. I went to that game, but I don't know if
they lost to the Carlisle Bison.
That's right. Sure did. Not a lot of scores popped up so far tonight, and I've made a few text messages and trying to find out some scores. I guess everybody's ignoring me tonight. There you go. Big news here tonight at Tidwell Field. Bobcats on top 26-0. We have another half of football to play. In the morning, I believe the weather's supposed to move in. Maybe it's going to rain a little bit, but I think tomorrow dove season? I believe it is.
And I think it's supposed to rain tonight into tomorrow.
And
I have going to kill my lawn service.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. It's going to make that grass grow, man.
And I don't get to go mow it.
There you go. Yep, that's right, because you can mow when it's raining, but you can mow afterwards because it'll be getting it one more time.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to go back to work in the morning. I want to say a big thank you to old Hugh Fontenot for hooking me up tonight and working my shift so I could be here at the football game. And got some good folks at Pafford Medical, and I appreciate them working with me when I have to take off on these Friday nights, and it means a lot. And I hope everybody down there in Lake Village is not too busy tonight. I hope they're having a quiet night.
Good, safe night.
Yeah, I hope so. And but I'll be back down there in the morning, and we'll see what transpires down that way. We've got just about 30 seconds left to go here before we're ready to kick this football game away. We're going to take one more 1-minute timeout, and we'll be back with the third quarter kickoff after this.
Every project starts with good intentions and sometimes ends with a little frustration. At Barry's Hardware in Dumas, we turn that frustration into confidence. From the right materials to the right advice, we'll help you tackle any project at home. Because at Barry's, you're not just buying supplies, you're gaining a partner who knows how to get it done. Barry's True Value, Highway 65 in Dumas, where we make frustrated homeowners champions of their projects.
Call ASC Property Management Incorporated and Southland Management Corporation for your real estate and rental property needs. They have 1, 2, and 3-bedroom apartments as well as houses for rent in Dumas, Grady, Gould, Star City, and the surrounding area. Phone 870-382-6762 or come see them at 710 Meadow Drive behind Mad Butcher in Dumas. ASC Property Management and Southland Management, members of the Realtors Association, proud members of the Dumas community, and strong supporters of Bobcat Sports, equal housing provider.
And we're lined up and ready for the third quarter. Kickoff brought to you by Dumas Family Pharmacy. Bobcats will receive, moving right to left, defending the north end zone. The kickoff is going to be fielded at the 20, up to the 10, up to the 15, 20, and drops the shoulder, gets across the 30, and the Bobcats going to take over first down and 10, and we are underway here at Tidwell Field.
Good return by Marcus Kilgore. He is an exciting young man.
Man, he is fun to watch. And so we had one injury that was kind of interesting, a little ankle injury there. We haven't got an update, as far as I know, on our injured Kents Brown, I think is who it was. I don't know if I've seen him on the football field.
He's on the sideline.
But
he's on the sideline, has his helmet.
And, he got that interception down there.
That's right. First down and 10 now for the Cats. Trip split wide to the right-hand side of the football field. One receiver to the left, and we're about to lose the play clock, and we have indeed either that or they're going to reset the clock. I have not seen a penalty flag, but we've got a kind of a weird – they're trying to get the – I don't know what that was all about. It was an equipment timeout officially. Something was on the field, or anyway, the Bobcats caught a break there. So now we're underway, first down and 10, a fresh set of snap clock. And Kyle Young now waits the snap. He's got Tripp split to the wide side of the football field. And, man, they are taking forever to snap that ball. Snap clock's already down to 7 seconds. And now he's going to take the snap. He's going to hand off to the running back. And he is going to fight his way to the 40, and that's about it. That's a gain of 5, though, so it's going to bring up a second down for the Cats.
Hanky.
And there is a flag on the play early in this play. Now, that's in the
holding area.
Yeah, I was going to say that's kind of in the holding area there, and that looks like it's what it's going to be. Going to go against the Dumas Bobcats. It's going to back us up. And once again, that was a faltering offensive set there. They just did not – the timing wasn't right. And a lot of times that leads to penalties. So we're going to back up, and we're going to play the first down again. It's going to be first down and 15, spot foul, and a 10-yard penalty, so it's going to be first down and 15. He had gained about 5. Quarterback's going to throw a quick swing pass complete at the 20 and over to the 30, 35, drops the shoulder and gets to the 40. So a good gain there, and it's going to bring up a second down and 4 for the Cats. So a big gain there.
Sean lowered that shoulder and got him another 1.5 yards.
Yeah, he got the ball up to the 41-yard line. Second down and 3 now for the Dumas Bobcats. Quarterback's got a couple of receivers to the right side of the field. One setback. Young takes a snap. He's going to hand off to the running back, looking for running room over the left side. Breaks a tackle, gets the first down, crosses midfield. And, man, he's running downhill. He's at the 30, breaks a tackle at the 20, and he's still on his feet. He's at the 10-5. Touchdown, Dumas Bobcats. And I don't see any laundry.
Right, he running that football, man.
That was a huge, huge run there. And they had him potentially tackled 2 or 3 times, man. And he just stayed on his feet, fought for yardage. So is he a sophomore? Or?
No, he's a junior.
Okay, he's a junior. That's right.
Yeah, he ran that football, man. That was a tough, hard-nosed run, as they would call.
Yep. There's a big touchdown for the Dumas Bobcats. The Bobcats now going to try the point after attempt. And we've been not good with the point after attempts tonight.
Right. Yeah, we haven't. Maybe we can get it up there. We
get out there and get some more practice. See if you can get your foot under this football and get it up there. And it is going to be it's going to hit the crossbar, bounces over, and it is good. We'll take it every how we can get it. And so the extra point is going to be good. And with 11 minutes, 9 seconds left to go in the third quarter, the Bobcats pull out to a 33-0 lead over the Star City Bulldogs. So big touchdown there by the Dumas Bobcats. He just wouldn't go down, man. He just kept fighting,
Yeah,
kept
he
fighting.
really did.
So that was a big run there. So the Bobcats kicked the ball away to the Star City Bulldogs here in the third quarter with a demanding 33-0 lead over Star City. So we await the kickoff. Kickoffs tonight brought to you by Dumas Family Pharmacy. We'll say a big thank you to them and all of our great sponsors. Picked up a couple of new ones. The Joy Rattery over at Star City, Rattery Pond, and man, I spent a lot of time over there. He's got all kinds of hunting stuff, and we appreciate Joy for being on board as well this year. Kickoff will be a wobbly kick, and there's going to be a whistle. I think everybody was offsides. It looks like Dumas moved, and a lot of the players were across the line when he kicked the football, so it's going to be a procedure penalty against the Bobcats. They're going to have to back up 5 yards and kick it again. A couple of the guys were halfway down the field when the kicker got to the football. So that's going to back the football up to the 35-yard line, and they're going to have to kick it off again to Star City. 33-0 in favor of Dumas. 11:09 left to go in the first quarter. Kickoff's going to be an end-over-end kick. It's going to hit at the 30, fielded there.
He let that go out of
Yep,
bounds.
and it was going to go out of bounds. He's going to be hauled out of bounds at the 32-yard line. That's where Star City will take over, first down and 10. On the return for the Star City Bulldogs, number 20, Caleb Hampton.
Just cost his team 3 yards by not letting that bounce out of bounds.
Yep, it was going to be definitely a bad kick. But so our kicking game is
a work in progress.
Exactly. That's the way. You was all over that, Coach.
All over it.
You knew exactly how to You've been there before, haven't you?
I've been there. I've had years where all I did was 2-point conversions
I hear
because
you.
I didn't have anybody who could kick it through those uprights.
So work in progress. I like it. We need to get that squared away. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs now. Booth and Crew. He splits trips to the left. One man in motion. Quarterback's going to pull it down and keep it. And he finds a pretty good
and there's
seam.
the ball.
The ball's
from the
on
back.
the ground.
Malik Bass.
And it is going to be recovered by the Dumas Bobcats. So, man, a good offensive run there by the quarterback, but the ball got away from him. And the Bobcats, Malik Bass is going to recover that fumble.
Man, the defense is, was that the third takeaway?
Third takeaway this game.
When you take away the ball like that, you're going to win ball games.
Star City's playing under Murphy's Law right now.
Oh, man.
If it can go wrong, it will.
Yeah.
And all three of us have been there before.
Yeah.
So
Amen.
And if it keeps up like this, we could be looking at the sportsmanship rule.
One more score, and we will have the sportsmanship rule, and the clock will run.
First down and 10 now for the Cats. Ball's at the Star City 45-yard line. Quarterback brings his team back out to the line. And see what Kyle Young is going to dial up here. Now we're going to have a penalty, a procedure penalty, 5 yards. It's going to back us up to midfield. And we'll have to try again. Penalties have been they seem to have gotten progressively worse as the game has went on. Our first couple of offensive series were clean as a whistle. Mm-hmm. But we've started getting, I guess, a little antsy or whatever. But got to settle down a little bit. Those little 5-yard penalties are you just got to try to get those things under control. First and 15 after the penalty. Quarterback drops back, looking to throw. He's got plenty of time.
He's got Kamarian open.
And Kamarian's going to catch the ball at the 10, 5 on his feet. Yep. Touchdown, Dumas Bobcats. And just like that, the Bobcats strike again against Star City. Wow.
God,
they were pulling it on.
Hey, man, they putting up some points, man. You got to give it up to the defense and Coach Treadwell and the stops. You got to give it up to OC, offensive coordinator Coach Totten. He has them on fire tonight, man. They're clicking on all cylinders on the offensive side of the ball.
I just want y'all to know I work in the same building as Coach Totten.
Coach Totten? Hey, Coach Totten is a hot commodity right now, man. Hey, he's a hot commodity right now.
Big touchdown there. Big time touchdown. We're going to attempt the point after, see if we can dribble one across the upright. And I think the kicker's just going to get better and better. I think all he needs is these reps. So they're waiting on the tee. And they have got a tee headed to the football field. And we're going to get this point after attempt.
Man, we're looking explosive tonight, man.
Bobcats looking good on both sides of the football.
Yeah, we're looking good on both sides of the ball.
10 minutes, 33 seconds left to go in the third quarter, 39-0, awaiting the point after attempt. And now we have a 5-yard penalty against the Dumas Bobcats. So they're going to back up, and that is more than a 5-yard penalty.
Somebody said something they weren't supposed to say.
Yeah, that is not a procedure penalty there.
It might be more than one.
Holy mackerel. So the point after attempt from, inside the 3-yard line is now going to be tried from the 33-yard line. Holy mackerel. That was huge, man. That was a 30-yard penalty. So that was two 15-yard penalties against the Bobcats. And I don't know what it was.
Well, it's been a while since we've had a score like this for a while.
But, that was two 15-yard penalties, obviously. So far, now they have not spotted the football. The official is holding the ball, so they've not put the ball on the ground. Now they're over conferring with the Star City coach, and so really don't know exactly what's going on. But I know the 2-point the point after attempt is not going to be made from where it's usually made. And so we've got to wait and get all this sorted out. So a couple of big penalties here with 10:33 left to go in the third quarter. So once this point after attempt, how it's going to go down is attempted, then the clock will start for the rest of the football game. That is my understanding. The Bobcats next week, we have to saddle up for the next 3 games in a row. We hit the road, fellas.
We're going to be on the road.
We're Hamburg next week, Monticello following that. Then we begin conference play September 26th as we go down to Lake Village. And so we saddle
6 on the road.
Yep. 6 on the road, 4 at home this year for the Bobcats.
They might be taking this touchdown off the.
So the Bobcats next week will be on the road at Hamburg. We will have a 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:30 pregame. Right here, same time, same place as far as EAB radio and the YouTube app is concerned. We're just going to be on the road traveling over to the Hamburg Lions. Now, I'm really confused because this ball spotted at midfield. Did they take the touchdown off?
What did they call?
They had to because they're calling an inadvertent whistle, and they took the touchdown off.
Wow.
So the Bobcats lose the touchdown, and they get the ball back at midfield.
Wow.
So Star City's saying there was a whistle, and that's why Dumas was able to score.
Go get it again, Dumas. Go get it again.
Quarterback's going to throw slant.
Right back.
30, 25, 20. Nora down at the 15-yard line, so a big gain, first down and 10 for Dumas.
He got Deshaun for a taunting penalty.
Sure did. So after a big gain down to the 15,
you got to act like we've been there.
Yep. Now they're going to bring it back. So there was no penalty on the point after. There was an inadvertent whistle. So they negated the touchdown play, brought the ball back to the 50-yard line. The Bobcats now move the ball down to the 15 on the slant pattern, and we're going to get it backed up because of a 15-yard taunting penalty. So there's a lot packaged up right here in this little series, and but it's going to back the ball up to the 30-yard line. The Bobcats should have a first down and 10 from that spot. So you go from the 15 back to the 30. You keep the first down.
Right.
You lose the touchdown.
Right.
And here we are back to 33-0 with 10:17 left to go here in the third quarter.
Yep.
Hope y'all got all of that.
That's a lot. Packaged up. Basically, hey, we're stopping ourselves.
That's true. So, first down and 10 after all of that for the Bobcats from the 30-yard line.
Jackson is down here on an island by himself.
Yep, got one-on-one coverage down on the strong side of the field. One man goes into motion, and now we got movement everywhere. And we're going back. Now, that's a different penalty. We got a 5-yard penalty. I wonder, because that was a late flag thrown high in the air. A lot of times when you see an official do that, he's mad. I hope not. I hope it's just a 5-yard penalty. And maybe that's all it is. It's going to be a false start or a procedure against the Bobcats. So we're going to get the first down and 15 back now at the 35-yard line of the Bulldogs. Score is 33-0 in favor of your Bobcats, trying to get this offensive series back in southbound lane. Low snap. Quarterback picks it up.
And
he's going to unload, and he's got a
receiver.
Oh,
boy, he hit him dead in the hand. That's a good pass.
Dropped the football at the goal line.
Man.
Incomplete. And it's going to bring up a second down. Now, we've thrown the ball all over the field successfully. Now, what do you do? You got them spread now. What do you do? Pop one up the middle, run, see what you can do there.
Yeah, we're probably going to run it. But we ran it good, too, with the run from Moore earlier when he had the tough run.
Yeah. Second down and 15. Ball's at the 35. Yeah, we were running the football.
Yeah, we're running. We're passing. We're pretty much doing whatever we want.
Twins
tonight.
To the left. Yeah, he's got his receivers. He's in the spread offense. He wants to throw.
There's a rollout. There's a little screen. Oh, we had a little bit of room.
Yeah,
I think he rushed the throw. It looks like almost like a little screen to the left. He rolled out right, throwback left, screen to Moore, but he threw it a little short. Rushed the throw.
So it's going to bring up a third down and long. Third down and 15 from the 35-yard line. 9:46 left to go in the third quarter. 33-0 in favor of the Bobcats. Trying to get more on the board here with this offensive drive. So third down and long. Young.
Bad snap.
Yep, picks the snap up. He's going to throw deep. Little hand checking down there. That's going to be a flag, and there is going to be – they're going to call it incomplete. Both the guys were
they look like
little hand checking. Yeah. So, yeah, that's good.
Like
no
we
call.
had two receivers in the same area.
That's going to be fourth down and 15 for the Bobcats. And now you don't really have to air one out. You just need to get the first down. You need to get you 16, 17 yards here and keep this drive alive. So the Bobcats are going to go for it on fourth down, obviously. Have we punted the ball tonight? We have not punted the foot. Have we seen a punt tonight?
No, the only thing stopped us is us.
And I don't think Star City's punted the foot. We've not seen a punt.
We blocked their punt.
That's right. They had a punt that we blocked. That is correct. Quarterback
got him with a stop and go.
He's got a stop and go, double coverage, and it is going to be incomplete.
Hey, you got to like the effort of Dora trying to fight back for the football, though. You got to like the effort, man. He fought back on two DBs out there. He almost come up with it.
So after all of that, scoring a touchdown,
right,
getting a couple of big penalties, getting the touchdown call back, getting a first down, then getting another big penalty, we turned the ball over.
Yeah, I don't like the inadvertent whistle. I mean, I feel that's a touchdown. Like I said, Star City hasn't stopped us. We stopped ourselves or these whistles.
And on an inadvertent whistle, guess who gets to make the call? The defense.
Yes.
Yep. And now there is a false start against the Star City Bulldogs offense. That's going to back them up 5 yards, and it's still 9:32 left to go in the third, 33-0 Dumas. And we were talking earlier about sportsmanship rule and going home early. We're not going to get out of the third quarter before 10 o'clock.
Yeah, well, if
the way these flags are flying.
Well, if this clock gets to rolling,
these flags
but it don't start the fourth, does it?
That's right. No, it
don't start. It starts in the third.
Yeah.
If you get the rule.
So the quarterback.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got to score.
Booth is going to throw incomplete. Slant pattern over the middle.
I forget they took the touchdown.
Yeah, they took their touchdown away for that inadvertent whistle.
And look, think about it. They've taken 2 touchdowns away.
That's right.
Kilgore and Jackson. And we got 33 points on the board. That's pretty impressive.
Pretty good night.
Yes.
Second down and 15 now from the 30-yard line for the Star City Bulldogs. 9:26 left to go here in the third quarter. Cats on top, 33-0. And I forgot my fourth quarter Sprite. I've had a Sprite in the fourth quarter my entire life. And I forgot it. My wife left.
Ball's on the ground, isn't it? And we got the ball, and he's getting it, and he's running. Oh.
They're going to whistle it dead, but
called him down.
They're calling the runner down, looks like.
Yeah, but we got the ball. They just calling us down.
That's right. They're going to call the Bobcats down. The fumble recovery is good, and it is a first down and 10 for the Dumas Bobcats.
Got a score update from down south. Hamburg 21, McGee 21.
Wow.
Tight little football game there. They're playing in McGee tonight.
Playing in McGee.
Always tough in McGee.
Yeah, it is.
Maggie.
That is a tough place to play
it's
football.
A tough place. A lot of tradition down there, rich tradition.
So the Bobcats going to recover the fumble. First down and 10 now for Dumas. Kyle Young brings his team from the sidelines. 9:19 left to go in the third quarter. Bobcats sitting on a 33-0 lead. The Dumas Bobcat defense has been excellent
Empty
tonight.
Backfield.
Man.
And they have played a good game. Trips to the left now. Quarterback is an island to
pass.
himself, and he's going to throw incomplete over the right side. So it's going to be incomplete, second down and 10 from the 28-yard line of the Bulldogs. And so Kyle Young is going to – he's thrown the football a bunch tonight. He has thrown a lot of passes tonight.
Score update again from down south. Hamburg 28, McGee 21.
That escalated quickly.
That did. Must have returned that kickoff for a touchdown. Second down and 10. Empty backfield.
There's a quick little bubble to Chasen Gordon.
Oh, that's
and he
going
breaks
to be
a tackle.
Man, I think the reason he broke that tackle, number 6, was about to have a face mask penalty, so he had to let go of him.
Right, and he's grabbing up high in the helmet.
Jamarian Spencer, that was a smart play by that young man because he found his hands in the wrong place, and he said, all right, I got to let this go because
third and inches.
Better to let him get a few yards than to get 15.
Safe to say we're in 4-down territory.
Oh, yeah.
Third down and a yard.
That's third in the yard.
Yep, third in the yard.
Third and about a foot.
Yeah, so it's a short yard. 9:09 left to go in the third. Quarterback's going to hand off to the running back. Breaks one tackle, gets the first down now, down near the 12. And it's going to be a first down and 10 for Dumas from that spot, 12-yard line. And now we've got stoppage of play with 9:01. We've got a
running back cramp.
Running back that is cramped up on the field. Tell you what we'll do. We'll take a 30-second timeout. I tell you what, let's take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute with more third quarter action.
Dumas is fine dining at its best. The menu features mouth-watering aged steaks as well as fish, shrimp, pasta, and more. Located at 14201 Highway 54 in Dumas, Taylor's Steakhouse is worth the drive from anywhere. Open Thursday through Saturday from 5:30 until 9 p.m. You can call them for reservations at 870-382-5349 or visit taylorsteakhouse-dumas.com for more information. Owners Chuck and Pam Taylor invite you to Taylor's Steakhouse in Dumas.
Craving pizza? Big Benjo Pizza in Dumas has just what you're looking for. Open 7 days a week for dine-in, take-out, and drive-through. Big Benjo Pizza also has a low-carb keto cauliflower crust in addition to your classic homemade pizza. They also have barbecue, supreme, taco, and chicken bacon ranch specialty pizzas along with hot wings, spaghetti, and salad. Hometown service and a Dumas staple. Big Benjo Pizza. Call 382-2880 to place your order. Big Benjo Pizza, 720 Highway 65 in Dumas.
First down and 10 for the Dumas Bobcats from the 12-yard line. Welcome back to third quarter action. 8:52, clock runs, 33-0 Dumas, and the Bobcats threaten here in the red zone. Quarterback takes a snap, hands off to a setback. Little staggered step move there, and he's going to dive over the 5 down near the 4. And he kind of stopped and just found him a little gap, a seam there, and he dove for a pretty good gain there. A gain of 6, second down, a gain of 7 actually, second down and 3 for the Cats. So it's second down. I think they can get a first down about the 1-yard line. I don't think it's second and goal.
Get inside the 2.
Yeah, something like that. So a second and 3. Quarterback once again hands off to the setback, a little dive play, and he is going to be close to the end zone. Touchdown. Dumas Bobcats. I did not get a number on the
45. 45.
So that was Braylon Jones. Okay, Braylon Jones in for the Bobcat touchdown. Now we got flags everywhere. And 8:06. 39-0 in favor of Dumas. Now we got flags everywhere. I don't know who they're against, but, man, it doesn't really matter. That kind of stuff, you just, either team, they just got to get their wits about them and don't make those kind of mistakes and those kind of penalties. So we're getting these penalties sorted out. It's going to be they're going to offset them, basically giving both teams a warning. So the touchdown's going to stand this time. We're going to attempt the point after here. I do see the kicker on the field. I do see the kicker. I was making sure I did. And let's see if he can put another one through the uprights as we await the point after attempt by the Dumas Bobcats. 8 minutes, 6 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. And officials are still having a little powwow with some of the players. And that wasn't an ejection, was it?
No.
So we await the point after attempt. After all of that, the Bobcats touchdown did count. Now it's back to 39-0. Now we got to get some personnel changes, and they're going to lose the snap clock again. Now they got a little time. They got 5 seconds, 4 seconds, and they do get the snap down. The kick is up, and he is going to miss it to the left, so the point after attempt is no good. But the clock's going to start running at 7:39, 39-0 in favor of Dumas. Folks, saddle up. It's going to be a quick ride from here to the end of this football game. The Bobcats have put it on Star City tonight thus far, and it's been a really great defensive game for the Dumas Bobcats.
Right.
And I was talking to some friends today at lunch out at Pickens about, we got to see quite a bit of the offense, but sneaking up here to practice and watching through the fence, it's just hard to tell what your defense is going to do till you see them play against someone with a different colored jersey.
Right.
And tonight we've seen the defense come
defense
off
flies,
the ball good.
yeah,
That's right.
Defense flies to the ball.
That's right. They're coming off the line good. They're flying to the football, and they played a pretty good game thus far.
Yeah, we're about 18 minutes from pitching a shutout.
Yeah.
So the kid's foot must have hit the field. It looked like, did you see all the dust? It's going to be a short kick taken around the 41-yard line, and Star City's going to have a first down and 10 from that spot. So first down and 10 for Star City Bulldogs. 6:29. The clock will run now through the rest of the game. We are in the third quarter, but now Star City has got to work on some fundamentals, try to figure out how to move the ball well. They've got a brand new, the coaching staff and all that's got
brand new head coach.
They inherit what they didn't build, so now they're trying to work through all that. So some work to do there.
They got some good looking linemen.
They do have some big linemen.
I know I've said that, but man, them guys big.
So Dumas swapping in a little personnel here, looks like. And getting some fresh numbers out there and getting some kids some playing time. You like to see that. Bobcats called a timeout to get some fresh players. I tell you what, we better take advantage of this timeout. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be back with more of our football game after this.
As a community bank, Merchants and Farmers is closely tied to the businesses, organizations, and most importantly, to the people in the communities it serves. We have been since 1909. We offer the big bank products, but are small bank friendly. We're dedicated to providing great customer service, all the while getting to know our customers. Hence our motto, building relationships one customer at a time. We'd like to invite you to be next. Stop in today to see why your experience here matters. Merchants and Farmers Bank of Dumas. Member FDIC.
Bob's Tire Service Station in Dumas is celebrating over 50 years of full service at the same location for their customers the old-fashioned way. And they're ready to service all of your tire needs. Bob's Tire Service Station carries a variety of tires, including all the major brands, from the smallest of lawnmower tire to the largest of tractor and combine tires. Call Bob's Tire Service Station at 870-382-BOBS or 870-382-4868. Bob's Tire and Full Service Station at 205 South Main Street in Dumas.
5-yard procedure penalty against Star City. 1st and 15. Welcome back. Quarterback now is going to hand off to the setback. And after a gain of about 2, maybe 3 up near the 40, a big collision, and it's going to bring up a second down. So second down and long now for Star City as they're trying to get something going on offense now. I think they got a new quarterback on the football field. Justin Holloway looks like. And he's a 6-foot tall And I believe he is a sophomore. So we're going to get a good look at the 10th grader. Tall kid, looks good out there at the quarterback position. As he is in, and the Bobcats got a host of fresh defensive players getting out there and getting some playing time with 4:38 left to go here in the third quarter. Cats on top, 39-0. Now we've got stoppage of play, and there's going to be a timeout called by the Star City Bulldogs, trying to get this new offense some kind of look that they didn't like there. So they're going to call a timeout, and we'll just stay here.
All right, I got some scores if you want me to throw some scores real quick.
Yes, sir.
Drew Central 27, England 8 in the second quarter. Rising 30, Harmony Grove 13 in the third quarter. Hamburg 34, McGee 21 in the third quarter. And Fordyce 22, Magnet Cove 0 at the half. They're about to resume play. Uh-oh. Second down 11 for the Bulldogs. A lot of substitution from both teams, as the sportsmanship rule is in effect. Dropping back, throws a little quick screen, and flags down.
Blue one, Brett.
I'm not sure what the flag's on. BJ will tell us in just a second. False start on Star City. Number 5, I believe, turned up a little too quick from his motion. It's going to bring second down and 16 for the Bulldogs. Got a spread formation.
Had a little technical difficulty. We had to get ironed out.
Quarterback's going to run it. Gets back up to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe even gets another yard.
It's going to bring up, what, about a third down and 9?
Third and 9 for the Bulldogs.
And like I said, they've got a sophomore quarterback out there. I believe he's a sophomore. And that's going to be Justin Holloway, 6 foot, 168. Tall kid. Probably going to see a lot of snaps from that position in the future. He's going to roll to his right now, looking to throw. He's going to throw, and, boy, he's got a pretty good arm. He overthrew as a receiver.
Number 9 ran a little wheel route, and he was wide open. He was a third or middle receiver in a three-man group there, and if he doesn't overthrow him, that's a first down.
Intended for Drew Morgan, incomplete, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and 9 now for the Bulldogs of Star City. We're down to 2:47 clock runs here in the third quarter. We are under the mercy rule, so that clock is the time is peeling off of that clock.
We're about 14 and a half minutes from this ball game being over. Oh, bad snap on the punter, but the punter went back to get it. Gets off a
Elron back there.
Gets a good roll.
What Elron doing?
Elron's fixing to get talked to by the coaching staff. Coach Smith got him, and he's telling him.
Man, I want to say a big thank you to all of our technical folks back at home. We have John Rogers helping us out tonight. Zach's helped us out. We've had May Margaret. She's listening, watching, and giving us all the updates we need, stuff like that. So we appreciate everybody, all of our listeners, and ones that are with us every year and the ones that just have tuned in. We appreciate everybody. So now we have, after that penalty, they got a first down and 10, just shy of the 20, about the 21-yard line. So it's going to be first down and 10 for the Bulldogs. And they're going to spread everything out. They got receivers everywhere. I'm sorry, the Bobcats have the football. And he is going to move the ball up over the 25.
That's Braylon Jones on the carry.
See where Jones is going to be hauled down. Somewhere around the 25, maybe the 26-yard line.
Good pickup of long 7.
Good gain there on the play by the Bobcats. Now, you know, we're about to get into the fourth quarter. And now what I think is you just want to get your, you know you can throw the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's, see how this whole running game goes, see what we can do. And so
see what some of them backups can do.
That's right.
Can they make a play? Because it's obvious most of them going to always say they should be in the game.
Right.
Now you give them a chance, see can they make a play.
Handoff out of the backfield is going to get the line of scrimmage. That's about it. So it's going to bring up third down. He may have he nudged forward for about a yard, so third down and about 1-2 yards for the Bobcats.
It's nice to see these subs get in and get some playing time.
Man.
And we're about to go to the fourth quarter, gentlemen.
Yeah, you keep a happy team that way. Everybody's happy.
Mama's happy, everybody's happy.
Everybody comes to practice on Monday ready to go.
That's right.
Gung-ho.
You see what I did, Coach? Yes, sir. Well, I tell you what, let's take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back to finish this game up, fourth quarter action, after this.
Delta Memorial Hospital is for more than just inpatient care. When you're no longer sick but not quite ready to go home and still need some nursing and rehab care, Delta Memorial Hospital's swing bed program may be right for you. Our program will provide services to help you regain your strength and get back on your feet. If you need continued care at home, Delta Memorial can provide home health services that can be tailored to fit your needs. We make it possible to continue to heal in your own home or in a personalized rehab program. Delta Memorial, caring for you close to home.
Pico Food says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
And he picks up the first down with about a 5-yard run. Then he ran into a wall of Bulldogs. The 1st and 10 from the 35.
Hey, you get that first down, though, up to the 35-yard line, and that is something you like to see win the battle of the chains. And next week, we are on the road. We travel down to Hamburg to take on the Hamburg Lions.
And they are up 42-21 on the McGee Owls right now.
Yeah, they are playing some football right now.
About a tale of two halves.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was a little bit different in the first half, wasn't it?
21-21.
Somebody made some adjustments.
Ball game.
Yes, they did.
And we'll see the same offense we run, same defense we run.
Yep. First down and 10 for the Cats.
Picks up about 4.
See who was on the carry.
Braylon's going to learn that you don't run upright when you run into that wall.
Right.
You got to lower them shoulder pads a little bit.
Gain of 4, second down and 6. Ball's up just shy of the 40. We'll mark it at the 39-yard line of the Dumas Bobcats. 10 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in this football game tonight. Cats on top 39-0. Had a couple of touchdowns. Well, we actually, but we replaced one of them, I think, in the same series. But the Bobcats have looked really good tonight. But, boy, we got a big opponent next week.
They're gonna
on the road.
The kids are going to love these yellow jerseys.
Yep. Low snap. Going to move the ball up near the first down marker, about a yard short of the line to gain, I believe. See where they mark it. I don't know. They're going to mark it just shy of the 35. I think he needs the 35, so it's going to bring up third down and a yard.
45.
45. How can I not see those big numbers? Those numbers are awesome, man.
That
they
machine, the machine that paints this field does not make mistakes.
Oh, no. Those are some straight lines. I mean,
that's the straightest lines I've seen other than turf.
Third down and 1. Ball's just shy of the 45. That's the line to gain. Quarterback takes a snap, hands off to the running back. He just blasts over right tackle, gets the first down near midfield, up around the 48-yard line.
He's running hard.
Who ran the ball that time?
45.
That is
Braylon.
I didn't
Jones.
catch his number.
You know, hey, when you're a sub and you get your chance to shine,
right,
you got to do it.
That's right. You're absolutely
got to run
correct.
hard.
Yeah, he's running hard. Looks like Malik Bass is in there now. I don't know if he's a running back, but no, that's probably. I think running back would be 12.
So a fresh set of downs there. Yeah,
Kirby
Lagunda. That's my old buddy David.
He's finna run this.
Yep. So Kirby's going to run the football. That's my old buddy. We eat together every day at Pickens. That is, he's going to get the handoff, and he is going to fall forward near midfield, gain a yard or so. David Selby, that's his son, and I saw David show up for the football game tonight, so that's good. So Kirby's going to move the ball. They're going to plant it straight up midfield. 2nd down and 8 for the Cats. 8 minutes left to go in this contest. Dumas Bobcats played good football here tonight. Way to start your season opener / home opener. That's the way to start with a big win against, there's no bigger rival than the Star City Bulldogs. Maybe the McGee Owls.
Maybe. And that's another trophy game.
That's exactly right. 2nd down, quarterback's going to hand off out of the backfield once again.
Kirby's
running. And that's old Kirby. He's going to get close to a first down.
He's going to get a first down.
And so Kirby's going to move the ball across the 45. They're going to mark him at the 43. He didn't get the greatest spot. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and a yard. So 3rd down.
Only thing about these games, once you get up big and you have your subs come in, if you're a receiver, you're not getting any action.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're just running down there. Yeah. Been down that road when I was a young man.
It's all running back action
here. That's right. 3rd down and a yard. 7 minutes left to go in the contest. Cats on the road next week as we travel to Hamburg, take on the Lions. And Kirby's going to get his number called. Breaks a tackle, breaks 2. He's still on his feet.
He's running that ball.
And he is running. He's across the 30 down near the 20. He's inside the 15. Let's see where they spot the football. He got inside the 20. So a big gain there.
And Kirby gets pulled from the game.
So he eats up those yards, and now he comes out of the football game. Get him a little breather, but, hey, good job there inside the 20. Ball spotted at the 19-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Bobcats. Be sure to stick around right after the game for the Delta Memorial Hospital Delta Health Services postgame show, and we have to name a First Natural State Bank player of the game tonight. So we got to name that, and I think it's time to start thinking, coaches. I don't think we're going to have to think too hard. Low snap, quarterback's got to fall on it, and that is going to drop them for a big loss back at the 30-yard line.
And there's a flag. Somebody said something.
Uh-oh.
And I believe it might have been the Star City player because he was being helped off the field by coach.
So getting a little chippy out there on the football field, and the clock continues to run. We're down to 5.5 minutes. And what about the player of the game? Do you want to write a name?
I'm telling you, I've got to go with that young quarterback.
There's no doubt.
Got to go with the young quarterback.
And so, Kyle Young, number 9, he comes in as a sophomore. He's a pretty big kid, 6 foot, around 205. So he's built
bigger than that. He's bigger than 205.
I think he is.
I think he's around 220.
But I'm thinking
bigger than that.
But I'm thinking Kyle Young. Coach, you good with that, Coach Harris?
Yeah, Cal's a heck of a ball game, throwing the ball short, long.
Have a couple of good runs.
Yep. So
we still short 2 touchdowns they took back.
That's right. So we are going to name the First Natural State Bank of Dumas player of the game tonight. Number 9, the sophomore quarterback for the Dumas Bobcats, Mr. Kyle Young. Congratulations. Thank you, First Natural State Bank, for sponsoring the player of the game every week. And we appreciate those fine folks at First Natural State Bank getting a new bank. I think they're getting a little move and different building.
You're getting a different
building. So we like to see progress there, and we're proud of those folks. Glad to have them in Dumas. Can't wait to see how their business grows here, and it's just awesome to see that. So once again, player of the game tonight, Kyle Young, sophomore quarterback for the Dumas Bobcats, and he wears number 9. We're down to 4 minutes left to go in this contest. We thank you for hanging out with us, and we thank you for tuning into this football game tonight. And we at EAB Sports Radio are just proud to be here and following these young men around each and every Friday night and to see how their season's going to play out. We have a lot of football left to play, but I'm going to say, and I've said it every year, football season started. So you better go trick-or-treating, get your turkey, and put your Christmas tree up, because this year is going to be over before you know it. That's the way it goes. When football season, to me, starts, you better hold on, because the year is about to get away from you.
It's fixing to fly.
Yes, it is. Quarterback's going to hand off over right side, running hard, and now we've got a late flag. He's going to move the ball inside the 25.
Face mask on Star City.
It's going to be a face mask call. We're down to 3 minutes to go. It's all pretty academic now, just letting the clock run, getting the kids some reps. And but a face mask penalty is going to be marked off against Star City. And Star City, new coach, new head coach, got a lot of growing pains and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, it won't take long to get organized. And, he came in kind of late to the game as the head coach, so.
He did not get to have a full off season with them.
Not at all.
He was there, but when you take over, you want to put your program in. You want to put your weight system in. And not getting to do that for a full cycle.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts in today's football. Now, if it had been 25, 30 years ago, it probably wouldn't have made that big a difference. But today's time, if you don't have that full cycle, it can make for a long time.
So the running back's going to dive across the 15 to the 14-yard line. I believe was that still Kilgore running the ball?
No, that
I didn't think.
No, that's 45.
That was Braylon Jones.
Okay, Braylon. Okay, I saw the 5, and I thought, surely that wasn't Kilgore running the ball. So
yeah, he loves the spin.
Braylon Jones on the carry there. Down inside the 2-minute mark. And we'll have some scores from around the area at the Delta Memorial Hospital Delta Health Services postgame show here very shortly.
I think we're probably going to take a knee right before that clock expires.
Yeah,
or maybe even take a delay of game penalty.
Yep, he's going to take a knee, and we're going to see if they just play this game out.
Star City will take over 1st and 10.
So 1st down and 10 for the Star City Bulldogs. We're nearing the 1-minute mark. I hope everybody has a great weekend this weekend. If you're out shooting those little birdies, have a good time. Be careful. I wish I was out there with you. I don't miss many, but I'm missing this one. And for some reason, the company I work for thinks I shouldn't be taking 27 vacation days a month. I don't know what the problem is. They think I need to come to work every now and then. What a deal.
I've got about 135, 140 sick days, and there's only about that many days left in school. But, I can't do that.
I can't, and that's right. But it's good to work for people and with people that are willing to step up. And like tonight, I needed off, and a couple of people said, "Hey, I got you, man. I got you."
Well, I had to be off the last week or so with my dad in the hospital, and my administration and everybody took care of everything for me, and I had a sub that did an excellent job in the classroom, so I got back to work yesterday. And Star City's going to run the ball. That little number 20, no, it's 25. And we got a face mask.
So
that's going to end the ball game, though.
Yep, that is going to be the end of the football game. And the Dumas Bobcats are going to defeat the Bulldogs of Star City tonight, 39-0. And the Bobcats are going to get the Battle of the Bayou Trophy.
Good job, baby. Good job.
It will be here in Dumas, Arkansas. So great job there. Good job, coaches.
Good job,
man.
coaches.
That was awesome,
man.
Awesome. Thank you.
Goddamn Gunslinger Titan.
Big win, Coach. All right, so big game, big win, man. Way to start your season if you're a Bobcat.
Yeah.
We're going to jump off here. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with the Delta Memorial Hospital Delta Health Services post-game wrap-up in 2 minutes. You want to stick around. We got some scores and some more things about next week.
Are you tired of feeling like just another number? At First Natural State Bank, we believe banking should be personal. For 50 years, we've been proud to serve DeShay County, where our decisions are made by people you know, not by some distant corporate office. That's what we call banking the natural way. Whether you're around the corner or miles away, we're here for you. We're excited to announce that a new full-service branch is coming soon to Dumas on the corner of Carlton and Meter. Connect with us online at fnsbank.com or join us on Facebook. Just search FNS Bank. First Natural State Bank. Celebrating 50 years of community first banking. Member FDIC. Looking for a charming spot to start your day or savor a hearty lunch? Look no further than Pick and Store and Restaurant. Start your Saturday mornings with mouth-watering breakfast selections like crispy bacon, fluffy pancakes, and delicious biscuits and gravy. They even have chocolate gravy. If you're there for lunch, check out Pickens Fresh Raised Beef Burgers, sandwiches, and salads. Plate lunches are available Monday through Friday, and find all your favorites like meatloaf, fried catfish, and smoked chicken. Be sure to leave room for their homemade desserts like coconut pie, chocolate pie, bread pudding, and more. Pickens Store and Restaurant, 122 Pickens Road in Pickens.
At Dumas Family Pharmacy, they are committed to making it easier for you to manage your health. They can help you find the most affordable medications, offer advice on over-the-counter medication needs, deliver prescriptions directly to your home, and more. Dumas Family Pharmacy offers personalized service that makes staying healthy a little easier. Now that's music to your ears. Visit Dumas Family Pharmacy at 301 Highway 65 South in Dumas. Dumas Family Pharmacy, taking the time to listen and care.
Delta Memorial Hospital is for more than just inpatient care. When you're no longer sick but not quite ready to go home and still need some nursing and rehab care, Delta Memorial Hospital Swing Bed Program may be right for you. Our program will provide services to help you regain your strength and get back on your feet. If you need continued care at home, Delta Memorial can provide home health services that can be tailored to fit your needs. We make it possible to continue to heal in your own home or in a personalized rehab program. Delta Memorial, caring for you close to home.
And welcome to the Delta Memorial Delta Health Services post-game show tonight from Tidwell Field in Dumas, Arkansas, where the Dumas Bobcats have defeated the Star City Bulldogs in the Battle of the Bayou by a score of 39-0. And, gentlemen, that was a fun game to watch and a way to start the season. Yeah. And the Star City is always a handful, and you never know between these close town rivalries what's going to happen. But tonight, the Bobcats looked really good on both sides of the football, and I was very impressed with their play on offense. But that defense, man, had me stoked all night long.
Defense was flying to the football, and as a defensive coach, which I didn't do a whole lot of defense, that's what you want. You want 11 helmets flying to the football, and that's what the Dumas Bobcats put on the field tonight.
Yep, right. That's absolutely correct. So a good football game played by the Bobcats. Now we're on the road next week. Tell us a little bit about Hamburg.
I'll tell you what, Hamburg
won't be like this.
It won't be like
it's gonna
this.
Be
it's going to be a ball
game.
game. They're up 49-21 on McGee right now.
They were tied at half,
right?
They
were tied.
Tale of two halves.
And Blake Johnson, I believe, is the head coach at Hamburg. Him and Coach Lovelady and most of our staff work together at Whitehall. We're going to see the same offense, the same defense going at each other next week. So it could be a slobber knocker.
Yep. Right. It's going to be a good football game. You're going to want to, if you can go to Hamburg, go to that football game. You're going to be entertained. And but if you can't, obviously tune in to our EAB YouTube channel or 106.9 FM. I know a lot of farmers are in the field tonight trying to beat the rain. So I get some texts from a couple of them that are listening on the combines and the grain cart tractors, and we do appreciate that. We appreciate our listeners.
Yeah, we definitely need our agriculture around here.
We do. We need to keep them going.
With grain prices the way they are, we need them to get every bushel they can get.
That's absolutely correct. But, now next week, and sometimes there's those football games where if you're just driving down the road, you're from out of state, you see a high school football game on Friday night, you want to watch an entertaining game, next week may be a good one. It may be a good one at Hamburg.
To watch because
Hamburg's,
picked, I think, second in their conference this year.
Yep, that's right.
They've got a lot of returning starters. Luckily, they don't have that stud running back / linebacker that they had. He's playing college football now.
Wow, yeah,
but,
I remember him.
They're going to put a good product on the field, and it ought to be a great ball game.
We got a lot of football to play this year, a lot of road games. We're only at home 3 more times after tonight. We have to travel the next 3 in a row, Hamburg, Monticello, and Lake Village. That will start our conference season, and it'll be down the road. So a lot of football to be played this year. and a lot of road games. So y'all saddle up, and we'll be there. We'll be ready to go, and we're going to have good feed, and we're going to have a good signal.
Yeah.
If we have to get a Starlink satellite or something parked in somebody's yard, we're going to make it happen.
I know we'll have good connections for the next 2 weeks.
Right.
Or for the Monticello and the Hamburg.
Right.
Lake Village.
I'm already working on that. I've already talked to some folks at the school, and we're gonna see if we can't make that happen as well. But we're gonna keep this thing up where the fans and the listeners can stay on top of these football games. Once again, final score here at Tidwell Field: Dumas Bobcats 39-0. A great football game away to a great season opener, and we want to say a special thank you to our support staff. Luke back at the station. You got Brock out here. Got a brand new camera operator, and she's a student, and I met her about 1 minute before the game. My wife hired her, so we're going to get some information about her. And this is her. I mean, she literally walked up here, stepped behind that camera, and went to work. And so, but I think she did a pretty good job. She'll just get better and better at that. But we've got a good support staff. But, man, it's been great. I'm glad you guys are back this year. And I told Scott at the radio station, I said, we're always adding something. So I've got the equipment. We're going to try to do some sideline stuff.
No, I've got a drone at the house.
Well, I told him, I said, we need a drone. We need the drone report. Let's go down to the field for the on-field report, and then we want the drone report. So, he said, just hold up a little bit, man. Hold up. But anyway,
ESPN.
It's great, man. It's great to be out here with these young men and this support group and all that. But I want to say a big thank you to Coach John McGraw, Larry Harris. I'm the voice of the Bobcats, Rick Helton. It's been a great weekend, a great game, and it's a great day to be a Bobcat. And until next Friday night, go Bobcats.